You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
They confuse us with so much life. Just come on this way. Not even thinking that we would exercise. We don't know who to trust. That's why I say, Lord, please listen to this prayer that comes from before. Please send us another Moses again. Oh, we just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. Time to make them oppress us stay. So the children could see their way. Make them get on their knees and pray. Then I'll be up to judgment day. Oh, just can't make it this way. Please deliver us today. Be like the Israelites did. Please send us another Moses again. Lord, we just can't make it this way. Yes, deliver us today. Oh, we just can't go on this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Please listen to what I say. Yes, hurry up with judgment day. We just can't make it this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Must we get old and gray? And the children can't see their way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. We like the Israelites did. Please send us another Jesus again. Oh, 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 oh. 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 Lord, we just can't go this way. Lord, we just can't make it this way.
This is a, oh Lord, Trinidad and Tobago. This is DJ Bravo. I'm hurting you know. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up against parliament economy. But let the moderators in another body in a jail. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. And next road stain with somebody's son brain. Who take the S out of Port of Spain. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. Now with the love, with the vibes, with the hope. Now tell me something, how we really want we cope. When the children breathing in too much gun smoke. And the Coast Guard can never see a boat. You're someone like some goats when they come looking for votes. Sit to empty promises, reading like a horoscope. Justice for sale in a fat envelope. Politically, all the answers is a joke. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into in front of me. Nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up in parliament economy. But look the moderators in another body in a jail. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. And next road stain with somebody's son brain. Who take the S out of Port of Spain. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. It doesn't matter the religion, the color, the creed, or the race. It's our responsibility to take care of our place. Champion.
It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and me. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and me. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and me. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover my mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover Cover me. Cover me. Cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Let me say a special hello to all of WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Excuse me. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And you know how we start eating in the village.
It have our place, WZYE, where they treat you like friends and family. So if you're looking for a place to belong, going WZYE, you could come along. If you have haste, though, come with me. We do have dad on WZYE, Santa Meditate.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you always say here, doesn't matter what color t-shirt you wear, you have on a pink t-shirt, a purple t-shirt, a maroon t-shirt. Each and every one is welcome in the village on WZYE 95.9 FM. Doesn't matter what color t-shirt you wear a pink t-shirt, a mauve t-shirt. Doesn't matter what planet you're from Mazatanius, Xenoranius, Sunaranius. Each and every one is welcome in the village on WZYE 95.9 FM. And you know, we always say, ladies and gentlemen, we originate, we don't imitate. We tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And here's our oath/pledge to you, the people, that will bring you the truth.
Anselm LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity, and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The only program on the planet with an oath/pledge to you, the people, that will bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Let me bring in my partner here, the man himself, the one and only, the young man commonly referred to as UT, Uncle Tommy, right?
Good evening, and it's a pleasure being here. I thank the Most High for allowing me this opportunity to be with you and, of course, the audience. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, so
I see you back to work.
you know, Tommy, I know why you had to bring that up. I know why you had to bring that up in truth.
Did you run this? Did you run this day?
Yeah, I did 5 miles this morning, Tommy, man. You're asking answers, man.
Okay, all right.
And so coming back from a vacation, you just had to get back
I
into
can,
these
im-
things.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So I talked myself into doing, well, I started off thinking to do 4 miles, right?
Mhm.
And I said, nah. You can't cheat yourself. You know, because I just tell the kids, don't be cheating yourself. You understand? Don't cheat yourself. So I said, nah. I ain't gonna cheat myself.
You have to practice what you preach.
Yes. Correct is right. So I did 5 miles. I did it in 38 minutes and 22 seconds.
Wow.
And I was very happy because when you go away and you come back, you know, the running in St. Lucia is warm weather. And when you come back here, it's cooler weather.
Right. Which
And
is easier, which is easier to operate on?
yeah, but I like the cooler weather. Because I used to wake up in the morning. I used to wake up about 7 o'clock and go run. You know, because there's so many other things going on during the day. You gotta get an early start, even though you're on vacation. If you want to get in what you have to get in, you gotta get an early start. So I get up, I get an early start. I gain my run. Then when I come back to me, I had to go and do my push-ups and sit-ups. You understand? Because and I just tell people that's how I just get my little weed, that's my weed. That's how I just get my high. You understand? So
I hear you. I hear you, sir.
yeah, so I never smoke weed. So I don't know, I don't know what it does feel like. So I had to get a different type of high. And
I hear you.
and to the folks out there, all I'm telling you guys, you don't have to try to run 5 miles, I think they say so Tommy, here is this, right? I'm sure I may have given this story already. But I have never said to my kids that all you have to go to the gym. I've never said to my wife, you have to go to the gym. Never.
But they all go.
They all go. And what I'm saying is this. If you lead by example, right? Eventually, if it's a good example, people will follow you. But for example, when we look at Prime Minister Rowley leading by example, his example is disrespect. So he have other people following along his example and disrespecting people. And you know the sad thing, Tommy, I know I'm digressing here. Tommy, after you disrespect the opposition leader, 2 women, you was named the acting prime minister.
You have to realize the kind of person. I thought about the type of person we're dealing with for a leader. And it's sad. Sometimes I want to say certain things, but I just have to hold my lips, hold my tongue, because I may say the wrong thing.
Now, once you're speaking truth to power, We have no problem with that. But I digress there, Tommy, because even though we were on vacation, my wife will get up sometimes earlier than me and go into the gym, right? Or go out and walk. You know, there's this thing with 10,000 steps.
Right.
Tommy, just imagine me going out and do 10,000 steps walking, boy.
Well, you do more steps than that doing 5 miles.
But I'm going to be tired. All right, if 5 miles taking me 38 minutes, 10,000 steps might take me an hour and a half. Walking. You know, but I'm encouraging you all to start a little exercise, start a little thing, a small thing. You rather do it every day, every other day. And in addition to that, when you get up on mornings, before you suck down tea or anything, drink a 16-ounce glass of water, and you could squeeze half a lemon in it. And it will start off your day right. You know, and Tommy, when first thing when I wake up one morning after, you know, I say my prayers, because, you know, growing up in Chumaka, our parents always taught us to say our prayers.
True.
You know what I mean? That was something that was very important. And then, Tommy, you know, I used to go to the Catholic church up in Lavantil. Yeah?
Yeah.
But Tommy, what church you used to go to in Trinidad?
The Anglican Church.
No, did the Anglican church speak in Latin?
No.
Was English?
English.
So when I went to church up in Lavantil, at some point in time, the priest and them used to speak in, they call it pig Latin, I think. No, some type of Latin. But all we know, we had to answer. We had a certain way. If he says something, Dominus, Communus, go. Everybody say, Amen. You know what the man say. You understand? But you're following along instructions now.
Yes.
You know, every time you go to church, you know, you get accustomed. You know, and Tommy, I used to go 6 o'clock mass every Sunday, boy. Every Sunday, man. Grandmother waking me up, boy. And I walk into church, yeah. The church might have been a mile away, boy. I feel so, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, we walked to church too. It probably was a couple of miles, or probably maybe a mile. Let me see. What's that? Yeah, about a mile.
KFC, welcome.
Good afternoon, Professor Washit and Uncle Tommy.
Yeah, man.
Good afternoon, good evening.
After with them 2 days with Uncle Tommy, I we look over here.
Say that again, KFC?
Yeah, man.
Say that again?
I say after 2 days with Uncle Tommy and Aisha, you are the UNC logo. And Uncle Tommy pair them logo. So go back logo over here.
No,
he had to be skeptical what he said.
He always had the PNM logo over here, you know. I put it up tonight. I put it up that way tonight.
You see, I want him to put a red, white, and black logo.
Printer said, when you over 18, talk the things were going on in the country today.
Yeah, I don't know, boy. I get all kind of
KFC.
I get all kind of calls and all kind of people saying that, boy. When
Professor Watch is like, when you talk about church, so the case of that, you're church service today.
Oh God! But KFC, again, all kind of call people telling me, boy, Wall Street boy. Uncle Tommy look like he gone red again, boy. I don't know.
Professor Watch, they see the PNM logic. So when you cost it, go higher,
boy. When you cost, they make you the acting prime minister, boy. Cost.
But
I feel,
I want the black leaders in the PNM feeling about that, boy.
Boy, I tell it, but my thing is this, I think Julia Davy on the right track, you know. Julia cost the PNM, cost them. You get something. You understand?
Yeah.
Wow.
So what should when the speaker at the house that we were talking we have a short young and thinking, ain't see nobody really knock the that's there, you know.
Nah, nah.
And this short young that support, you know. All that you know the viewers talking about it.
Mm.
So they like to bad down the desk.
Yeah. We had a
Oh,
place
see, right now the place guys, right now real crime every day across here. But me no going on in this place, boy.
what
But all the viewers who look on listening
yeah, man.
and read, yeah man, I inside
Bless.
love.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Tommy.
Yeah, I see. You give me a full PNM cover. It's all
Man,
good.
I don't know. I was kind of scared, Tommy. I getting Tommy my phone blowing up, boy. They say, boy, what shit? And you have a red t-shirt tonight, you know. I say, what is this? Mobile Defender, welcome.
But I'll tell you something.
Right on to Tommy and what shit.
Uh,
What shit? I'll look at the former political party. I want you and your Uncle Tommy to come with me. But I have a question first before they come with me.
Yeah.
To know where we're going. What should you first? If I get a ministry, if I bring any party, will you do good or bad for the people?
But listen, before I come in, I doing good for the people. I doing good for the people, right, Joe?
You and I hear you full make up of it.
I doing good for the people, right, Joe? Right,
so like no ministry for you. Uncle Tommy, if you come in, what you want to do good for the people or bad for the people?
Just so what?
Huh?
Boy, let me tell you something. Country first.
Well, no ministry for you neither. I usually pay them logic to Uncle Tommy because Stuart Young cuts down the parliament and get act as the prime minister. So I usually same logic. That's what I'm telling you.
Well, you had to do what you learn, what you know, right?
Anna Roberts made a statement this morning, and I find it was real powerful. The Guardian media on Sunday, headlines, Foster versus Stuart Young.
Yep, I saw that.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Hear what he said and follow me. Foster comments are all kind of allegations over here. Especially reporting, the thing with Venture Credit Union, all these reports over here, right? That is easy pickings for Stuart Young. When the media start to go against Foster, Stuart Young is the only man looking to the eyes of the public. I said that this morning, and a lot of things that they say has come true. Like when the local election was going up, I said on radio that the one holy local government that year. A man who playing guru on radio. Well, shit, you know, people mama guy something and tell you, boy, you're real nice and you know you're not nice, you're ugly.
Yeah.
A man tell him he's the king of the radio, a dead man. And he believes he's the king of the radio, so everything he says goes. So I say this morning, Stuart Young looking like the new political leader. He running to talk about all who don't know about politics stay off a radio. Because he's the king of radio. Well, shit. A man mama guy, you know. And call him the king of the radio, you know. Who taking 200 or something to cost. That was I don't want to answer that night, you know, I write to answer tonight about a young fella who called himself the king of the radio, who taking 200 and 300 from Julia Davy to call and cost in other programs. I want to call about king of the radio. Boy, Hall. Enjoy your night, Wall Street.
Yeah, man. Bless. Oh, God. Tommy, I stay not that. Visual, I'm called back. I stay not at that, Tommy. Not me and that, nah. The king of the radio and them, let them. And then when they make back up his Wall Street, you know, they come. What they call me? As somebody call me a good one day, boy. Bijam, how you going, brother?
Yeah, good night, and thanks to all the well wishers and WZYE, all the staff there. Yeah, appreciate what you have done. Yeah, I am on my way to the recovery side. You know, I have about 95% healing power so far. So I have 5% again to go.
That's good, man. That's excellent.
Excellent.
The last the last clinic there, I went sometime last week that they said the blood come back actually level, right?
Right.
But I need to build up back the blood a little more.
Mm-hmm.
So what I using also is I using the tablet they give me it have a tablet USA train check at me the tablet maybe. You know it?
What is it called? Say that again.
USA train check I think.
Nah, I
I tried
know
to
that
get
one.
a bottle here. You know about it?
Nah, I don't know about it. I ain't hear about it. You hear about it, Tommy?
It's a red capsule like USA. Oh, I will send it for you shortly. The USA
Yeah, send
something
a
like.
picture. Send a picture.
Yeah,
Take a picture and send.
Yeah, very, very good. They're looking for the bottle there, but I don't know which part they really have it there. Yeah, but I use it a lot of beetroot too.
Or beetroot?
Yeah, the blood.
Beetroot,
That's very good.
common cold egg. I just want to build up back the system, right? So I will get back to a point then. I will try with that. With no meat and thing. I use up the meat,
Good.
right?
Yeah.
I'm answering Tommy say I could use the sauce, the sauce,
The meat sauce.
no meat. What do you think?
Only the sauce. Nah, stay away from that sauce too.
The less you could keep away from the meat, the better. But somewhere along the line there, you have to get protein, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
get split peas, garbanzo beans and thing. You get real good protein from that.
Chana.
With peas, yeah, I use all that. With peas,
Yes,
lentil
peas, chana.
peas.
I real protein.
Somebody tell me about goat milk.
Goat milk? I know about that.
You know that?
Yeah, I know about goat milk.
Yeah, they say the goat milk very good too, but I using it. I have one checkup again because the blood come back kind of normal. They say let's treat the bottle and give me a next blood test.
Yeah.
So next week I'll go and get the blood test and everything will be okay after that, I believe.
Nah,
But I
man.
still have a little limp because they cut deep down to the bone, right? So I still have a little limp there and I will take a little while to heal up. Outer part dry up, no dressing, but inside I have to heal it. So I had to use a lot of things to build it, to get that plenty calcium or whatever. Not too much of beetroot. According to Tommy Mohammed, not too much of beetroot.
Yeah. But
I
Bijram,
could use it, but I'm mixing beetroot in between. I'm making melon punch, carrot punch.
yeah, man. All of them things
Yeah,
real good. Real good.
very, very good.
Yeah, very good.
But remember, some of these tablets, some of these antibiotics does not associate it with milk products, right?
Right, correct.
So you have to know how to use it. Like, within a period of time, you can take in a drink. And then after that, you have to be after 2 hours, then you use the tablet. So you have to really space it out, right? So that's about it with that so far, right? But our doctor are listening, right?
Yeah, man. Bijram, we're going good, man.
Thanks.
We're going
Power
excellent.
like
Man.
that. Somebody tell me I want to go Guyana to get some 200,000.
Yeah, ask some guy and his partners. I might see if I know. I know. I know what to do.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're getting 200,000.
No, it's 100,000. Every person 18 and over getting 100,000.
18.
They change
But
it.
I see
Yeah,
like it's
18 and
200.
over.
I see like it's 200,000.
Yeah, they change it.
Started it off.
Yeah, they change it to 18 and over 100,000. But Bijram,
Oh,
hold strain, eh?
yeah.
Hold strain. When the prime minister come back, or they will get something.
We go get something.
Yeah. Hold on, hold strain.
But how much do you think we go get? 4%?
I can't tell you how much you go get, but hold strain.
All right, partner.
Yeah, man. Don't
All
do
right.
so. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Bijram.
Of course, as we want to know, Bijram, man who's no stranger to the village.
Right out of the fishing pond.
Yeah, out there, yeah, fishing pond, Sandy Grande. And he was in the hospital and he get out and now he doing
much better.
He doing much better. You know what I mean? We can't complain, you know what I mean? We kept him on a positive mindset. And he going good. Okay, first in the village was Hanif. Hanif said, good evening, Prawn Uncle T and all villagers. Hope you all had a marvelous Monday filled with all of God's goodness and rich grace. Yeah, man. So me look your partner. He does start getting a lot lately, you know. I know, boy. Like he having phone problems. You know what I
Why you
mean?
say that? Why you
Huh?
say? Why did you say that?
Well, I mean, you know, sometimes he does get relieved of his phone.
Okay. I guess you have inside information.
Yeah. You know, it have ring
All right.
and ring have videos,
Alrighty. Alrighty.
and you know, ring could show you. Don't care if you're in Saint Lucia. Ring could still show you what's going on in your house. You know what I mean? Yeah, Bisram.
Yeah, I send you picture there at the USA, train sick.
All right.
I don't know if it means USA, Trinidadian sick. I don't know if they mean that. You could check that out for me, right?
All right. Cool. Yeah, man.
But it made in you. I go and Google it. It made in USA. It have 30 capsule, but very, very good. It's very, very good.
All right. I'll go
I
check
think,
it out.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, Tommy. You know,
Yes.
that's something called ring. It also have Vivint,
Yep.
but ring kind of just take over everybody.
Yep.
You know, his cameras all over the place. So yeah, I'll be watching when he put on the glass and things. You know what I mean? With the rare juice in it. Gordon Joseph says, "Good evening to the villagers. Hope your day went very good as my own did. By the way, if you are looking for a real good able to help with anything, I recommend the best Jesus Christ." Okay.
Mhm.
Tommy Mohammed says, "Good night, Mr. Anselm Born and Mr. Marshall Nesbitt." Hey, Tommy, the man
Mhm.
calling me by the government name, you know?
Yes. Yes. He ain't missing.
Yeah. Tommy, boy, yeah, boy. We got good night, Mr. Anselm Born, you know? You know, Tommy, at one point in time on the Mugabe station,
Mm-hmm.
a person used to call and say, "Yeah, his name is Anselm Born." And I'm saying, but wait a minute. That my name, that the name what they give me? The name of my mother and them give me. So, all right. Tommy Mohammed says, "How much to start with, Mr. Libon?" I think he's talking about start to walk, right? Tommy, start with a mile.
A mile. Yeah.
Yeah, let's start with a mile.
Well, if you're really in bad shape, start with half mile.
Or you could start with half mile. Walk a quarter mile one way and walk a quarter mile back. You understand? And that is it. Then you could increase from a quarter mile one way, you could go half mile one way,
And half mile the other way.
half mile back. You understand? So you could start nice and simple. Nice and simple. Good day, Uncle Tommy and Warshall listeners. I drinking plenty beetroot and punch, boy. Blood count low. Yeah, beetroot and punch. Very good. KFC.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Wash. Good night, Uncle Tommy. Tonight, this morning I was listening to an frequency. Mr. Good night to Mova defender was keeping the fabulous in Brooklyn, Tunji, and the Sonny couldn't beat them. The real fighters now. Looking to fight to get a better country for the children and the grandchildren and the children now. Boy.
Mm.
But that fella, my boy not talk about it. I was taking the ground report, and he come back and attacking that fella. That fella, something wrong with that fella. But we fighting our core, we don't surrender so easy for scrums, boy. But we fighting, you understand? We start watching.
Yeah,
But I just
listen.
look to listen. I just watch I just watch it and see what's going on with that fella. I ain't gone.
All right. Tommy, buddy?
Yep. Yep. Leadership, boy. That's the biggest problem in Trinidad.
Think it easy. Reporter, welcome. You take this one. Reporter.
Hello?
Yeah, reporter, you're inside.
Yeah, good night, That's Tommy and all people that make talk show. You hear me loud and clear?
Loud and clear.
Okay. But yeah, right now in the country on the ground, yeah, the talk is, I must hear somebody talk on the ground. How come? People asking, how come Dr. Rowley see it fit to put Stuart Young after that outburst in the parliament here last week, put this man to hold the highest of office? What is what it is Dr. Rowley promoting in this arm of the PNM. What he's promoting, we asking Dr. Rowley that question, Carlo, all over the world here is can get out of Trinidad. What went through your head? You will have no kind of consideration for this country at all. For instance, there's so many people in the PNM. Look at this good brother called Leons from Mova. Mova is one of the biggest community in Trinidad and Tobago, then come Diego Martin. How come you never try Leon? How come you never try nobody else? Why you have to put back Stuart Young where you feel? Because you as Dr. Rowley, the people have to vote you back into office. Well, I have breaking news for your ears, Dr. Rowley. You have a matter of months in office again. And you see how the days flying by, the nights flying by, the weeks flying by, and the months flying by. It's so your time is going to come where you have to come back to the people for a brand new mandate. And we is going to remove you from office. And when we remove you from office, Dr. Rowley, I don't want the black communities to ever have mercy upon you because you have no mercy on well-educated blacks who are in the PNM. What the hell Stuart Young doing acting as Prime Minister today as we speak? What he did last week in Trinidad and Tobago, according to a caller, if you go in a government office and curse, you could get arrested. If you curse in the public, you could get arrested. How come you could use these words in Parliament and get off scot-free with a slap on the wrist? But I was with Mr. Tommy. And Aisha, good night. You see this country? If this country don't remove Dr. Rowley from office, we are going to be a part of the 1,000, 2,000 murders a year. Right now, as we speak, since weekend up to today, is bullet and murders all on the back road. Today, a murder on the back road again. Places in Mova that don't have shooting. A man gone there yesterday evening, shoot up the place with machine gun. It's because you leave the borders open for months without any offshore vessels. And that is why we have so much high-powered weapon here, and people don't even want to use handgun again. Right now, I'm moving with the AR-15 while the police are them only looking at your car to see if you have a sticker or a crack on your windscreen, and they could pass through. So it's easy to do crime in this country. I hope I was coming across clear. Good afternoon to the brothers and them. Huh?
Yeah, man. Clear, reporter. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, reporter. You know, but Anselm, it's really sad. I keep saying and I keep thinking, it's in Trinidad, the problem is the fourth estate, who not really rallying the people to stand up against bullying, stand up against corruption. Because, I mean, when we think about the security forces, I was thinking about some of the conversation we were having last week, that the level of corruption in the security forces are so high that it's going to take a miracle or maybe a strong hand to sort that out.
Tommy, it is very simple. Prime Minister Rowley don't really care what the black PNM voters think about him. He doesn't. He doesn't. Because when you look at Stuart Young, what he just did, and think about this, Tommy, think about this, and I keep saying this, Laura Lizama Leasing, right? A person filed an action against her, and he fired her forthwith.
But who in the fourth estate is standing up for the people and standing up against who?
I don't know. I am
because they're supposed to be the conscience.
Conscience of what?
Of the masses.
Are the masses? Conscience of the party.
That has to
come?
change.
So we're gonna play two audios for you. Jennifer Baptiste-Primus finally come out and make a statement, and she voted against what happened with respect to the PNM convention. LaHunt come out and also made a statement. But you know something, Tony? Eh? All of them sitting on the bench. But I give Lohan credit. When he was inside, he did say something, and that's why you get kicked out.
That's why he outside.
That's why you're outside. So these examples, people seeing these examples, and you know, Mova Defender raised a good point there. You know, the media trying to create a Stuart Young as political leader, the PNM, you know. That's what the media are trying to do, you know.
And that's who's failing the people. That the media, the fourth estate, like I always say, is failing the people.
I mean,
and that's why
they're not there for the people. You think certain radio stations in Trinidad are there for the people? You think so? I'm just asking. You think certain radio stations in Trinidad are there to give the people the facts and the information? There was the other day there was a radio station where they wanted to talk about the Pantrin Bagel leader, and they send the person a text and kind of in a roundabout way tell them they had to drop that subject. Hey, Tommy? And you in radio? A man read a text and saying, boss, can't go down the road, you have to do this, and that is radio? That is not radio. Why? So if I am giving you an ad from the government, that is taxpayers' money, you telling me I can't come and bring facts to the table now?
So you're saying basically what we have is a dictatorship?
Well, what else I going to say? Trinidad is almost like a totalitarian state.
The people have to fix that. The people have to fix that. They have to wake up and do the right thing when it's time for the polls.
Correct is right. That the only way we can change this current system here, right, is to send them a message when the next election comes around. That's the only way. Because they want to hoist, and you know, let me say this, I'm going to say this, boy. Tommy, if the people that look like me decide that a person that's hoisted on you, it's not like the people make a decision and say, all right, we want this one, we want that one, we don't want that one. And then people go for that, cancel Christmas for the PNM. It's all over. If all you think is 26% of black people living below the poverty line under Prime Minister Rowley, wait and all you go see. Wait and all you go see. The utterance of that fella, when he called black people termites and potongs, and not one PNM person, none of them said anything. They clapped. Good job, Stuart Young. Good job. Calling my people potongs and termites. Yeah? You remember when they say Guy Griffith had called cockroaches? Right?
Right.
He was all over the place talking Gary this and Gary the other and all kind of thing. The man gone into the house of the Balize, not literally, into the house of the Balize and call people who chain, people that look like you. They come out from the woodwork. They're like termites. And all that clear for that. Now, that is all your acting prime minister. That is what you think about all you. And all you're defending that. And always saying you shouldn't apologize. You shouldn't apologize. Don't apologize. What are you apologizing for?
I'm going to tell you something. I realized something about Trinidad. Especially certain parts and certain segments of the population.
Yeah. Caller, hold on. Go ahead.
They are convenient with their criticism.
Hold on, caller. Hold on.
Because when Dwayne Gibbs was the commissioner or whatever he was.
Yes, and you ask me.
Yeah, he made a statement. We have to know who is who in the zoo.
Yes.
Oh, he couldn't rest after that.
Couldn't rest. Where this white man coming and saying that? Where we coming from? You understand? And it you know, boy, for me, it's like if the 70 to 80% of black people vote for the PNM, just take anything, boy. Anything, you know. Caller, welcome. Caller.
Yes, good night, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. You hear me good?
Clearly.
Are you hearing me well?
Clearly.
Yeah, from New York here. Welcome back from St. Lucia. I hope I see you had a good time. You went to Grosile and Marigold and all those places. I hope you got to swimming by the pitons.
Yeah, we went up to the pitons, boy. You must go up there. What do you mean?
But did you swim? Did you swim in the water? The water is very nice by the pitons. You know where the sulfur spring is. It's very
well,
nice. So
I went to the sulfur spring. I went to the sulfur spring.
Okay, so that's good. So listen, I'm listening to the talk as usual, and I'm listening about Stuart Young. And the last time I called in, you have to understand something, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street and folks. I have connected that what Mr. Rowley, Dr. Rowley, let me call him by his name, I ain't calling nobody honorable, I keep saying that, is doing with Stuart Young, it is going to most likely backfire. Because here's what's going on. There's a connection between what Mr. Young said in Parliament, and this is the second thing that the last time I pointed out, that Mr. Young, in addition to the brouhaha with Mrs. Bisesa Prasad, which was totally off base, which should disqualify him from the leadership. You have other people such as Amy Brown, you have Penelope Beckles, who are as well, I know some people may have differences with that. You have other people like Mr. Lee Hunt, Eva, well, I'm not calling members, I'm sorry, but you have other people who could solidify and change the direction of the PNM, which is required. But here's what's going on, and it's analogous to what's going on here in the United States. There is a 1%. There's Elon Musk right now in Pennsylvania paying people to vote and to register. There is a 1%, and I have to call it out because I pointed it out to you, Professor Wall Street, that controls the media empire, the fourth estate, and is foisting Mr. Young upon us. Now, here's the deal. Mr. Young, in addition to the what he said in Parliament, which was totally not uncouth, unparliamentary, and I know they said he used abusive language, why he should be locked up, but unfortunately, there is the cover of Parliament. And I point back to the last time I called in. I think you were away, I'm not sure. And I called in regarding the Petrotrin Paria deal of the Guaracara refinery and its assets. And this is very important that I didn't.
Caller, we have 2 minutes to the top of the hour. We have 1 minute to the top of the hour.
I'm gonna be very close.
1 minute. Yeah, go ahead.
Very, very succinct.
Yeah.
Very succinct. So let me this. Mr. Young broke the NDA agreement with the Guaracara refinery assets. And you could, an NDA you're not supposed to disclose. Somebody from the Petrotrin side or from the Guaracara side broke that to him. And that's impugning the character of the patriotic refinery. And in addition to what he's doing, that should disqualify him from the leadership and being the acting PM. So look out for that. The 1%ers are the ones who are directing Dr. Rowley most likely, and wants to have Mr. Young inserted as the de facto and then the de jure leader of the PNM. And if I were PNM followers, you need to watch that. So I will close with that. Welcome back, and I'm locked on and I'm listening.
Thank you, man.
Have a good night, folks.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll go for a quick break and we'll be right back. Stick on state. Don't forget, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and X. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509.
And that's WhatsApp only. Okay. Let me put this on the screen. Yeah. Folks, we'll be right back. Stick and stay. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you. We'll be right back after this.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Help, come and put a hand, come and wipe away the blight and see what the plight that befall the man of this land. What's going on here? I would like to know why the whole world is in a turmoil. So it look as if we fire God from the job and give the work to the Beelzebub. Man, the devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. If you have to never like I understand, the devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. You think of fool and never like I understand, like if Satan in control of running the land. Hey man, oh man. There's only wars and rumors of wars. Incurable disease go from sea to seas and they happen without a cause. Strange phenomena now happen everywhere. The callousness of this world have the world in fear. Politics and weaponry have taken its throat. They have the whole world out of control. Man, the devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. It don't happen here well I can understand like it. Oh yes man, the devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. The thing going on here well I can understand like it. Satan in control of running the land. Oh man. Get at ease, we turn to religion, but then in our quest to do our best we end up in real confusion. Some religious leaders so phony and vain, all our religious morals to go down the drain. Their materialism make them feel them is Lord, robbing the world in the name of God. Man, the devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. The thing we're going on here well I can understand that the devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. The things we're talking here well I can understand. Like he Satan in control of running the land. Oh man. Let's take control. Let's reconstruct the world. Sift out all parasites, phonies and blights. What is wrong? Let us make it right. Stop this social, moral and religious decay. Our world wasn't meant to be this way. For heaven's sake, let's not fall for the seat. Put God back in the driver's seat. Man, the devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. The thing we're going on here, well I can understand. The devil have a hand in running the land. Man, the devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. The thing what's going on here, man, I can't understand. Like if Satan in control of running the land. Oh man. Oh man. The devil have a hand. devil have a hand. Oh yes, in running the land, the devil have a hand. The devil have a hand. The thing what happen here I can understand. Like the Satan in control, I run in the land. We quarrel and we fight. We ain't doing right. Oh yes, the devil have a hand in running the land. We forget what's good, not doing the things we should. Ah yes man, the Satan in control, I run in the land. I can't understand why. I can't understand. Oh yes man. Corrupt preachers, phony preachers, bogus leaders, Satan workers. Oh yes man. I can't understand. Well I can't understand. Satan in control, I run in the land. Place of worship. Show no friendship. Only money. That's all they see. I can't understand. Come on, man. Yes, man. I mean, the devil have a hand in running the land, Lord. The devil have a hand in running the land, man. The thing about the devil, like I understand, like Satan in control, I run in the land. The devil in control, and then he ruling the world.
Yep.
We are back with you. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, share the live on WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and X. Subscribe on WZYE TV and YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. And that's WhatsApp calls, voice notes, and texts are also welcome.
Tommy, you see how Karen Reed does think? I don't want to believe this is the way that. Well, yeah. She does think.
There's no mistake, in some of these thought patterns and attitudes that exist in the country. Because when you think about the way the country is after 62 years of independence, you realize that it's the thinking and attitudes of the public that has things in the way they are. Because when you really think about it, the politicians all the politicians, regardless of what side it is, they have recognized what they're working with. And as such, their focus is only on the public purse. They don't care about putting the right laws in place to make sure that we have a smooth running operation and that they're held to account. They don't care. You really have to analyze, when you analyze it carefully, you realize that their only focus is the public purse.
Here's the question, What would have happened if the UNC was in power and one of the members of parliament of the UNC cussed in parliament? You think nothing would have happened to?
Oh, the PNM, with the PNM being who they are, they would have painted the tongue red.
Oh God, Tommy, you paint the tongue red, Tommy?
Yeah, they would have painted the tongue red. Because I was there with the section 34, section 34 it was?
Yeah, section 34.
I was there, I saw what happened.
I just ask these questions because but we had to give Dr. Rowley real credit though. We had to give Prime Minister Rowley credit. He know how to shift the goalposts, Right?
But what you're giving the population? If you're giving him as the leader credit, what are you giving the followers? What are you giving the population? They have to be held accountable. Yes, the fourth estate is who would enlighten them and raise their consciousness.
Hello? Hold on, KFC. Hold on. Go ahead, Tommy.
And the fourth estate has failed and continues to fail us in Trinidad and Tobago.
KFC, go ahead.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Washington. Uncle Tommy again. Mr. Good night to reporter, boy. True fighter. That's a big fight.
A patriot.
Well, yeah, patriot. Well, today I call WT and TC program. Remember when Short on the cousin in Parliament Red Wall Street?
Yeah.
Yeah, they get Dr. Rolly the credit. He good too, you know.
He good.
He good. He's a good politician. You see Uncle and Bird, them for them real good. He showed enough his supporters and them now. Remember the opposition, some woman stop us in the parliament and call them rapists and pedophile, all kind of thing there.
Yeah.
So he like that tit for tat. I hope them like tit for tat politics now. So he looking for apology now. You understand? Well, the minister everything, he apologized for the statement he made. So I'm thinking the opposition leader now to make the apology for calling him a rapist and a pedophile. So you don't know, he to talk about that and push that agenda now. But the real issue they're facing in the country, the high murder rate, the house break-ins, and all this going on in the country, they won't talk about that. Or Mr. Washington, see the old Prime Baptiste come out and talking.
Yeah, she come out and talking. Yeah, we go play
Everybody
that.
come out and talk. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yes. Caller, welcome. Caller.
Good evening.
Mr. Atlanta, good evening.
Wall Street and Tommy.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I heard Tommy asking, what did you Wall Street said you have to give some kind of kudos to the Prime Minister. Yeah. And Wall Street said, well, what do you give the people? And that was running through my mind as Wall Street was saying it. Because what about us? Like you, Wall Street, will be talking about, like you were saying, if that had happened in the UNC or some kind of thing, Mrs. Bissessa would have moved that ministers, because a lot of times she said when she was the Prime Minister, she said you have to do a good job. Each person, each one of the members of Parliament has to, it's like a work. So you get judged on how you are working. So if you're working good, gone. Remember, that's why people used to say, oh, a lot of people come and she moving this and moving that, because some people just doesn't do their job. Correct. At the end of the day, after all these things. Yep. And what about us now? We are talking about the ministers. Like if we sit down on a back step and we say, hey, only go and do this. Hey, only do. Yes, they're working for us, but we have to demand that they do the proper job and demand what work we want done. Like I hear you, because this thing with Stuart Young, Prime Minister have no problem. It bother him, it bother Stuart Young, right? More than if he give a what do you call that? Apology or what? And they go on their lives. You know why? Because everybody else went off their life. Who you see? I'm not talking about talk. I am not talking about the barroom talk. Everybody yap about who did it. I am talking about what happened. So as that happened, what we did, what we say, hey, move. Nothing about, because our parliament is our own. Why people feel that Prime Minister is the prime? That is our prime. He is on a walk. It's like if you're working in Kentucky, you can't say, oh God, but wonder why the boss don't move. The parliament belongs to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and Dr. Rowley and everybody else. They are working for us. Why people can't get that through their head? Mm-hmm. So why you say, I wonder what he go do and what they do and what he do anything? Even if they don't do a thing, what are we doing? Could we sit down just so? They should have been hopping. Everybody, opposition, prime minister, whatever it should be hopping. Okay? From what we say or do. And it's not what they say because anybody can speak. There are things why people don't know there are things you can do. I'm not talking about picking up a gun and shooting on nobody, although some people might want to do that. I'm not talking about that. There are things that you, in your brain, could say, hey, bam, take a stand where they march in parliament, sit down, do whatever you're supposed to do, or you could do. I'm not even going on the way of anything illegal. Well, some people might call some things illegal, but I'm just saying, what did we do?
Well, it's Atlanta.
Yes, I want to hear you. Wall Street or Tommy.
What we are not doing is standing up. We taking anything in this last 9 years here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is anything we taking? Stuart Young cussing the parliament, make excuses for him. Fitzgerald is not doing his job, make excuses for him.
That's it.
The Minister of Social Development say people greedy, make excuses for them. Every time they come up with something, make the new Minister of National Security, I mean, the Scotland, tell you, ride a bike and use coal pot, make excuse for him. The Minister of Public Utilities talk about all you have to go back to macaroni pie, make excuse for him. It's only excuse after excuse. I write that song. It's excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse.
Wall Street. Yeah. So therefore, that's why Stuart Young, Prime Minister, everything, moving very nicely. And people say they this, but that's it, because if you're taking it, you know what I mean? The wise has to live off the foolish. Yeah. Right? If you're taking anything, who are you to blame? Like every station did this, they say did this, and who didn't do that? You expect I don't expect what his name is, Dr. Rowley, to put nobody like Benny as Prime Minister, because they themselves don't like, they themselves are humble and low. They lower themselves to the lowest denomination. They themselves, Prime Minister don't have to do it. They are down. That's how they see themselves. Right? Prime Minister, whoever looking progressive to him, which is Stuart Young, he will put him there. He could cuss, he could whatever, he will put him there, and everybody will murmur.
But you're missing a great part, Miss Atlanta, that don't look like him. And don't look like him.
What is that?
Don't look like him. And don't look like
Who don't like him?
Yeah. He put people in high places that don't look like him.
Well, remember, they look like him. How I mean? They look very much like him. You mean skin color, skin tone?
Yeah, I mean.
All of them, he's considered one of them. He looking like them. I mean, he don't consider himself a black man to that extent, like a black man. You understand? You don't know what a Oreo is? Black, and inside you get the white chocolate. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Miss Atlanta.
So to him, everything is okay.
Yeah.
You don't even have to look like them. You know. So, but I'm listening to you.
Yeah.
And thanks, I'm Wall Street. May I thank you on air for what you did not do, just like the PNM people. Okay, to somebody who looks like you.
What's that?
Right?
What's that?
Walks like you and smell like you, which is me. What is that?
What
I said, thank you. I'm thanking you on air because I can't thank you anywhere else because you don't take me on. Thank you for doing what you were supposed to do.
Okay.
And just like Rowley, you didn't do it. Okay?
Thank you.
Well,
all right.
Anyway, have a good evening. And Tommy too.
Okay.
And
thank you, and same to you.
Caller, welcome. Caller.
Wall Street and Uncle Tony. Good night to you, Wall Street, and good night to you, Uncle Tony. Good night, Trinidad Tobago, and good night to the foreign base callers.
Same to you.
Wall Street and Uncle Tony, and you good listeners, is it fair? Is it fair to the electorate and them to say, well, the executive and the PNM could just postpone the internal election just so?
Just so, you know.
Just so?
The chairman, you know.
The convention, the convention and the internal election. If you, as a political party, can be transparent with your own constitution, because the internal election is set for date, and if you can be transparent in your own constitution, you will be transparent in parliament. I don't think it's the decision of the executive and the PNM to say, well, we will postpone the internal election and the convention. Because what about the people who want to vote you out? What about the people who want to vote? Them is the majority? Is them all you're working for? They were so concerned about the UNC internal election.
Yep.
Jennifer says
And
no.
they were
Votes against
fighting on that and
postponing.
saying it undemocratical. She don't want to call it. She don't want to call it. The date never even reach.
Yep.
And everything was transparent.
Yep.
And we must accept this. Because me too, we must accept this and say, well, all right, the PNM could just postpone that just so? No. That is biasness and that is being disrespectful, Patricia Reed. That is being disrespectful to the people who want to move Dr. Rowley's leadership. And you all know it have hundreds of them, thousands of them want to move the leadership. And Stuart Young and all of them, rather than all impose that postpone and the people just so. But Wall Street, you know, it's Diwali time. And like Diwali time, black leaders, when they go amongst Indian people, like they like to bring down their own black people. Because I listened to Farley. When Farley and them become THA boss, Farley then, the first thing he do is to give the Hindu community the land and give them funding and things to build a temple. And then Farley going in the people in place where he going to blame African mothers for bringing up criminals in their home. What wrong with? I think Farley need to apologize to black people. What happened? The roti and prasad going in your head? Eh? When all they eating chana and aloo and roti, all of this forget I just talk nonsense and belittle your own.
So when you do that?
I was listening and news telling the mothers and fathers they are to be blamed for what taking place in crime in Tobago. And
that is in today's paper, today's Guardian.
Today's Guardian? Okay.
Yeah.
What wrong with Farley? What happened? That channel and aloo had plenty pepper in it? I find that song so rude and so disgusting.
Young.
How you could do something like that? How you could do something like that when he wanted to be THA boss? He was blaming the PNM. Now he is the boss. He blaming the mothers and fathers who he's going back and ask for the vote. You think that makes sense? And you is the boss, put things in place. Give people opportunity in the community. If you give people opportunity in the community, we won't have them kind of violent crime because people have opportunity, people have work, they have money, they have spending power. Your economy will raise. But from the time all you become leaders, all you tell yourself, all right, I will take away the spending opportunity from the people and them. And we will keep all the money for ourselves. Wall Street.
COP.
Yeah.
Just before you
go,
Wall Street. COP. When you're talking black conscious in Trinidad with facts, it have people like Gordon Joseph and them and Karen Reed don't like, and Fox Islam and them don't like you to talk black conscious, especially when black people are the bottom of the socio-economic ladder in almost every statistics in Trinidad and Tobago, you know. Them the way you talk about that, them want me to be silent about that.
Wall Street, let me be honest.
Yeah.
Them have a job to do. Them come here to do our work and them doing the work. When talking about black conscious, them have nothing to do with black. You understand? Them come over here to just to support the PNM, no matter what the PNM do. So we don't even take them on. When I speak for the future of my country and the future of our generation. Do you see them youths and them coming from behind? We speaking about them. I not letting somebody who come in this country, who ancestors come in this country to be PNM and tell you that I'm not going to take them on. So let me keep a blind eye to them. I like Patricia Reed because she does fight. She does fight. No matter what. She's not rude on the chat and thing.
I give she credit for that. She's very respectful.
Yeah.
But anyway, COP, we just run a very respectful chat here. If it's one thing, we lay the foundation with that. Understand? Yeah. Now Patricia upset her calling she Karen Reed. Patricia. Anyway, go ahead, COP. Finish.
Look this lady that you put up over there, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Them say them was fighting for labor. For so much years, them say they was fighting for labor. Look, them in the PNM now. Over 100 and something thousand people lose the job in this country. Them keep a blind eye towards it. And over that 100 and something thousand people, 98% is in the black community, you know, that lose the job. You know. When a mother and a father lose the job, not because they qualify or do something wrong in the work, because your government want to shut down that place, put other people in charge, and then sell the refinery. Not of them fault, and they still support. They still support the degrade of their own community, their own brothers and sisters. And look how they're fighting for Stuart Young now. Look how the whole black community coming to support Stuart Young. 100%. You can remember the Point Fortin MP in 2015 when she won. The slim, nice, beautiful black lady. Nobody never stand up for she. Rowley moved she out from over there to pay Indian man from Faizabad, Franklin Canada.
Nicole Oliveri?
Nicole Oliveri, yeah.
Yes, she spent all she life in energy.
Yep.
All she education and energy.
And he put she to the side like nothing.
And you move she out. You move she out. Pick up an Indian man from Faizabad. I think they want his son to be the MP for Faizabad now.
Right,
move she out, and not a black person, not a black MP, not a black senator, not a black activist stand up for that lady.
Yeah, man. Leave it
and I must like PNM. Thank you. I take plenty time there. Bye bye.
No, Anselm, I was told Nicole is a relative of mine. And, yeah, she's related to the Friday.
Pleasant person. I met her personally, boy, and what the PNM did to her, boy, is unconscionable. Unconscionable.
But Fali, let me give you just a little bit of this. Fali blames Tobago mothers for crime in Tobago, right? Mothers in Tobago have come under the fire from Chief Secretary of the Tobago House of Assembly, Fali Augustine. The Chief Secretary said that crime has been increasing in the island because mothers are not holding their sons accountable, allowing illegal activities to continue without question. He accused mothers on the island enjoying the fruits of criminal activities. With 2 months before the year ends, Tobago has recorded a record high of 25 murders, surpassing its 2023 figure of 14. Augustine raised concerns about the rise in crime across villages during Tobago's Diwali celebrations on Saturday night. Augustine linked this decline in values on the island to the concept of light being absent in both homes and communities. Should I read more, or is that good enough?
No, that's good enough. That's good enough. That's disappointing.
What do you think about him pointing at the mothers?
Nah, man, you're shifting you're shifting the goalpost, man. You're shifting the goalpost. Yeah. So are those people from Tobago or are those people coming into Tobago? Right? And causing that type of thing. But let's take this call here. Brooklyn, go ahead.
The night you was shooting and Uncle Tommy, the night to the viewers and listeners.
Night, Brooklyn.
I wanna start by saying, Kunji, I'm waiting for you to call out your good friend because I hear Mova Defender come out and say something tonight again. I ain't hear what you say about Mova Defender, but we have to remember we will be the frontliners on the mission to get rid of the PNM. Mova Defender, KFC, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, you Kunji. When we go and we size up to get rid of the PNM, and your good friend who claim to be one of we attacking us, Kunji, you supposed to address that. I'm looking at you as an elder, Kunji, to tell your boy, stop harassing the frontliners. All right? I'm going to leave it there. You know what I'm talking about, Kunji, before you go for Farley or anybody else. We ain't playing game. And well, shit, you are absolutely right. Because when they do their crime in Trinidad and they want to hide, they just go to Tobago to hide. And what Farley's supposed to do is tell the Tobagonians, stop harboring criminals. Because when they go to Tobago to hide, the Tobagonians and them, whether it's the children, the mother, the father, they know why they're there. They didn't come for vacation. They didn't come to bathe in the nice water. It's something they do in Trinidad and they hide it, so they harboring them. So Farley and them have to get up to the time and deal with the problem. Stop harboring criminals. As they come, or you know they come and say, no, don't come. Or they come and they know they coming on the boat, send the police on the port to pick them up on the boat. Because I think they even have money to fly to Tobago where they don't take plane, they just go on the boat. So it's enough time for the police to get on the port to get them on the boat. When they come in on the boat, to arrest them and take them back to Trinidad. That's how the murder rate will stop in Tobago. Right? Well, shit, this week, I listened to Pix 11 News. I don't know if you hear it or Uncle Tommy hear it. But there was an invasion. It was a home invasion either in Long Island or somewhere. And immediately, they went to the house and changed the law because you know what they say? The law was not strong enough to stop home invasions. So they changed it to put home invasions in that county or wherever it was to 20 years imprisonment. So if these people ever come in your home and they get caught, they would never go to another home in 20 years. And this is what I know. You was on vacation, was shit. And I call in and speak to Uncle Tommy. And it's funny how this week I sit on Pix 11 News. If the punishment for the crime is high, people will think twice and three times to do the crime. Because nobody wants to go on a home invasion and then sit down for 20 years. And 20 years is just the home invasion. If you rob and keep and beat and rape, is more. So you can end up 45 to life in prison with something like a home invasion. Because nobody should be brave enough to run in a family house with children and daughters and these things. So they went immediately and they put the home invasion punishment, the penalty for home invasion. I believe it was Long Island I was talking about. I tried to find but the thing to send it for your wall sheet. But 20 years. 20 years if you're running somebody home. And you will see less of that. And this is what we need the government of Trinidad and Tobago to do. When you hold them with the gun, 20 years, no bail. No bail. So people would, if I know my friend, I'm not gonna need my car, but I didn't want to go for me with that. I don't want him close to me. Because I don't want to be part of that. And the only how crime will stop, but the government wouldn't do that. because I also hear today on something you was talking about St. Lucia is nice and thing, but a girl sent a message on social media for Carter and she said the real killers, it has some real killers in St. Lucia there, you know. She said real bad man, you know. And what she says, the bad man and then just do things for the government. So they don't make jail at all. And this is not just in Lucia, just using this as an example because that way the girl talk about. She sent a message of Vice Cartel on social media, wherever. But I'm saying, a lot of the real criminals in Trinidad and Tobago doing things for the politicians. And that's why crime continue, because if they doing things for politicians, they can't get caught because they go talk, so the politicians protecting them. And that's the problem. Everybody don't. So the police, everybody in problems. So all that change our uniform and thing, that ain't doing nothing. Nothing. The only thing will put a stop to the crime is making it the punishment serious. Harder punishment, and they go think twice and do the crime.
Right.
Well, have a good night.
Yeah, man. Bless. So, folks, let's listen to this by Jennifer Baptiste. Let's listen to what this article was about with respect to Jennifer Baptiste-Primus. Take a listen to this.
Jennifer says no. Votes against postponing PNM convention. Former government minister Jennifer Baptiste-Primus says for the first time she has taken issue with Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley over his failure to follow the democratic process in the People's National Movement, PNM. On Saturday, a heated PNM General Council meeting.
Well, Tommy, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Do you think, I hear what Jennifer, I wonder if I have Jennifer number, boy. I hear what Jennifer is saying, but is it too little, too late, though?
Well, it's better late than never.
Okay, all right, okay, all right. I could go for that. So you think that it's a good idea that she's standing up? Because she
absolutely.
Okay, I could go for that. She was the only one that actually stood up against them hijacking this convention and internal election and doing as they please, like a dictator. You're living in a totalitarian state, no democracy. You understand? So, all right. I'm with you on that. I'm with you. Let's go.
Was held at Balasir House in Port of Spain, where it was decided that the party will hold its convention and internal election. However, a date was not given. Earlier this month, the PNM canceled its 51st annual convention, as well as the internal election, originally scheduled for November 17, 2024. This caused major upheaval in the PNM as it was apparently not in keeping with the party's constitution, and only the General Council can make this decision. On Saturday, Raleigh received support for the decision to ratify the party's convention and the internal election at a later date. This support was, however, not unanimous. The Express understands that some 140 people attended the meeting, but a mere 70 people cast votes in favor of the ratification. 5 abstained and 1 voted against. Baptiste-Primus was the one voting against. Contacted yesterday for comment, Baptiste-Primus, a former labor minister, said, "Yes, I was the only general council member to vote against the motion to ratify the decision of the leadership to cancel the internal elections and the 51st annual convention because I was not satisfied with the response, the explanation of the honorable political leader. My perspective, it was woefully inadequate, and therefore I opted not to express my trust on this issue by ratifying the decision." She pointed out that has been part of the Public Services Association, PSA, for most of her life, adding that all organizations have a constitution. Baptiste-Primus said she has a deep respect for PSA constitution and likewise that deep respect is also felt for the PNM constitution. And the constitution is very clear. It is the General Council which has the authority to summon a convention, and the action of the leadership was unprecedented, and I did express the view that it was unprecedented and undemocratic, and it undermines the democracy in the PNM, and I expressed my truthful views with a very heavy heart, and when a vote came around, I exercised my right not to ratify the decision because the explanation to my mind was woefully inadequate, she said. Rebuilding the party. Baptiste-Primus said she joined the PNM in 2010 when the party lost the election, pointing out that normally people do not join parties when they lose elections. Noting that she has been a PNM member for 14 years, she said, People join political parties when they're in office where they can gain something for self-gain. I joined the People's National Movement in 2010. The party lost the election to People's Partnership in May, and I joined in June 2010, she said. Everybody knows that I joined the PNM to work with Dr. Keith Rowley to assist in rebuilding the party. I was also responsible for the resolution for the introduction for the one-man, one-vote system into the party, which Dr. Rowley championed as the political leader, and it was under the one-man, one-vote system that he was elected political leader of the PNM, and I have always supported Dr. Rowley from then to now because the action was unprecedented, and all I asked yesterday, Saturday, was what was the reason, and I will not go into all that transpired because this is the party's business. But since it is out in the public domain, I am only confirming what you said to me, said Baptiste-Primus. Asked if she was concerned that the party's constitution was not being adhered to, she responded, "This is the first time that I have seen it happen. That is why it was critical to stand up and hold people accountable. I am following my political leader, who has always said we have to hold people accountable, so that is what I was doing yesterday, Saturday." She reiterated that her concern is centered on the cancellation of two important events. The honorable political leader asked the General Council to trust him to ratify. I elected not to because I did not have the information that would have allowed me to do what the political leader asked for, to trust him and to ratify the decision. I chose not to. I am an independent thinker. I do not follow people blindly. I follow when I am in agreement with any position taken, and the position is rationalized, and I am comfortable with it, yes. I have never gone against any position Dr. Rowley has taken since I joined the PNM in 2010 to now. This is the first time that the situation has come to this. It is regrettable because I know how easy it is when something is wrong, and it is not challenged. I know how easy it is for the wrong to be committed again, and therefore an organization can easily become a slippery slope where the Constitution is used conveniently, she said. Alarm in the PNM. Meanwhile, one of the founding fathers of the PNM, Ferdy Ferreira, said yesterday it was ultra vires of the party's constitution to issue the release announcing the cancellation of the elections and convention. The leadership has no authority to cancel a convention or postpone it. That is the right of the General Council, he said. This move raised an alarm in the PNM, he said. He said by a vote of 70-1 the decision was ratified. He said the main question is who authorized this initial release and why was it done? He also said there are concerns about the Prime Minister anointing Young as a successor, as he noted that no PNM leader in the past has ever shown their hand. He said if he could give Rowley some advice, he would say to him, tread softly, walk carefully, engage the right political gear before mashing the political accelerator, and silence is always an option. No comment is a comment.
So, folks, Tommy, you heard that, right? Tommy?
Yep, claro.
Let me say this, right? Nobody Fender, welcome.
So, Warship,
yeah.
We're trying to sing other words that Baptiste-Primus going to get killed politically then.
You know, I gonna call she.
Yeah, call she, but I have enough for that. I want to hear she.
Yeah, I gonna call
she.
All right, let's talk about this incredible stretch of weather that we've been having. But there is a downside. We do need some rain.
We do.
She's stuck her neck out. She stuck her neck out. But guess what? You have to speak truth to power.
I am thinking Twiggy love helping children. Come and they're talking about Jennifer Baptiste-Primus. Who is that boy? Wendy, and where you joining us from? Let me try to call Jennifer Baptiste-Primus. Let me try this. This is the first time.
What time is it?
8:45. I haven't talked to Jennifer in a long time. Ring it.
I wonder if she have you on the no acceptance list.
I mean, she no longer a minister, man. So I might be off the list. I'll try and call she back a little later. Yeah, KFC. KFC.
Good night, Mr. Washington. You feeling lucky tonight again?
I go try again. I'm feeling lucky.
We'll call you to get you to power, man.
Yeah, man.
She have belly like gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me to go victimize she boy. Jennifer Baptiste-Primus boy. So we trying again. You know we don't give up easy. I'm frightened to live.
But Freddie Ferreira stood with her.
Say that again?
Freddie Ferreira.
Yeah. He's the historian of the PNM. Wendy answers. Tobago, I'm from Anson. What part of Tobago, Wendy? Tobago, boy. All right, no answer. But folks, there is more. Tommy, there is more, you know. So Tommy, you feel as far as you feel she could be victimized for taking this stand? One alone. She was the only one, you know.
Well, she stood up, obviously, because she feels strong. You could be victimized if you're looking for something.
Okay.
But if she doesn't need a handout or a bone or whatever, however you want to describe it, she'll be all right.
All right. Let's take this call. Caller, welcome.
Good evening to the village.
Good evening.
Same to you.
To one and all.
Same to you.
Well, I'm thankful for the opportunity to share. And as I always say, I will never lie. I will never throw dirt on anybody. But I will always speak the truth as I see it, as I understand it. There are some people don't like O'Reilly, so they go cuss it left, right, and center. I don't like it either, but I just eat it because the doctor say it's good for me. Yeah? So I appreciate all those who would speak from their heart, how they see it, and how they believe it, including Jennifer, including Ferdy, including Julia Davies. Yeah, I appreciate that, including Tommy. Yeah. Because you know sometimes when you do, what comes after. So right. I hope that you just prepare yourself for if it swing left or it swing right, that you could take it, right? I see it happen with Tommy and I see it happen with other. Well, don't talk about me. You know, I mean, you know what it's about, all right? My friend there, you understand? Bro, I have 3 phones, all right? And I have access to my phone at all times, even when I'm across so working. It's just that sometimes what I'm doing at the time will not allow me to go and make a call, you understand? Or send a message. But I'm listening. Thank God the nature of the operation allows me to listen.
Gordon, who talk about anything with your phone?
Huh?
Who talk about anything with your phone?
Once it don't fall in your guard, you don't have to worry about that.
No,
you just
but
have
I'm
to
asking a question. Who talk about anything with
Huh?
your phone?
I say, once it don't fall in your guard, you don't have to worry about that.
But how did that phone talk
Right?
come up? But I thought
You
you
will
said you
hear.
don't lie. I thought you said you don't
You-
lie.
You thought what?
I thought you said you don't lie.
No, I don't lie.
How the phone
I
talk
don't
come
lie.
up? So how the phone talk come up?
Well, if you listen, you will hear.
No, but just
If
hear
you listen, you wouldn't hear.
Okay, all right. Go ahead.
All right?
Make your
But don't try to
contribution.
run out my time now, please. Please. Yeah. So I have listened to the debate and so on, and I am so appreciative that I've heard the different sides. The different sides. And I am so glad when I hear more than one person talk about, and this had nothing to do with color, because it have who in yellow and it have who in red, and they were saying the same thing that not me alone, but many others would have said. We have to deal with systems in Trinidad and Tobago. Systems. You understand? And that is what prompted, I know, Tommy to ask the question, okay, we move the PNM and we bring in somebody and the murder and thing continue, then what? Yeah, you're wearing your red hat, boy, you're wearing your red jersey. Dotishness. All right? But these are real situations. If the system don't change, we're going to have to deal with the same thing over and over, and then they're going to say, my Trinidad is a, the man said that, we're an asshole, because we're trying to get a different result, but we're doing the same thing over and over and over. It don't work so. It don't work so. All right? So, I have always been trying to think what could be done, what could be said, that hopefully somebody could hear it and they could consider it and look into it, and hopefully the right person could say, hey, we could try this or we could do this. Because listen, at the end of the day, at the beginning of the night, let's ask ourselves, what causes a man to kill an next man? We may not 100% all the time know why, you know. But I am sure as long as we are over 21 in most cases, we could think and conclude what could cause that. When I was living a stupid life before I met Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, I sell drugs. Okay? And I know what could have happened to me. I know how I had to operate. Right? Because it has somebody who always feel I could outsmart he. You understand? So although you hide the thing up so, and you don't so, you're watching, you know, because it has somebody who always feel I could go around so and take that. So if he go and he take it and I get to find out, what will happen? We'll have a tea party. I'm not saying this is the case with everybody, but I am saying a lot of the killing that is happening out there is because somebody feel they're smarter than somebody. Not all of them. So let your 6.5 people know that I ain't putting everybody in one basket. All right? Because it has some people that demons that living in them. I mean, to kill a little child, that has nothing to do with drugs. You understand what I'm saying? Right? So I am saying that let's look into it. 3 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock in the night. Yeah, it has some of them 7 in the morning too. 9 o'clock in the day, high daytime. You understand? So that tells you how grave that person feeling about this person. Why? And I know somebody that tell me, they say, boy, it's $1,500 that man take to do my son that, boy. $1,500, boy, to bounce off my son because he going around your girl. These are the kind of thing, and it had those now who they're just dealing with the numbers. Ah, boy, it's gonna by 1, it's gonna by 10, it's gonna by 15. What Earl doing? What the police doing? I like what Aisha said. She take responsibility for her children. She take responsibility for her children, and she could sit them down and talk to them and show them X, Y, Z. I don't agree with everything that Mr. Farley say, but I understand the concept of parents. Don't let your child be coming home with all kind of thing and you're not asking questions. Don't let your child be driving all kind of thing, going all over the place, and they're still under 21 and you're not asking, or even if they're older than 21, as long as you're living in my house, partner, you have to give account for what you're doing. For what you're doing. How much of that is happening? I am so disappointed that the government or the private sector didn't meet that woman who took her child to the police, who was guilty of stealing clothes. Government can't do everything. But I feel that that woman should have been given some kind of spotlight and some kind of award to encourage others to do that. Because listen, as long as we don't take these kind of the decisions, the stupidness will continue. And the 6.5 of them talk show go along, come along, host, will keep saying, get rid of them. Them is the cause. Them is the cause. The government is the cause. The opposition is the cause. Let me get rid of them. Once we get rid of them, all this will stop and everything will be all right. Don't tuishness.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Reporter, welcome.
Good night, my brother. Wall Street brother Tommy again. Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear.
Clear.
All right, I'm calling it from on top of a very high hill in San Juan, looking all the way to San Fernando with all the lights. And I hear in this last caller, that is the caller I heard sometime last week, make some statement in talk show. But here you talking about your phone. What are the caller to know? We know you is a strong PNM still trying to convince the population to move forward with Dr. Rowley. But we, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, we see and know what Dr. Rowley is all about. That Dr. Rowley that you all are defending, that is a man come in Laventille and told us every school, every road, every drain, everything is the government. We had to start to begin to wheel ourselves off the government while he not even aware that is taxpayers' money working back for us. So he taking we money, he want to wheel away from we money that he in charge of to let he do what he want. He come back again and a media house asking him what will he do between the gap between the rich and the poor, or whatever the case may be, and the downtrodden. He telling this population he is to make the rich richer. Callers like that fella who now talk there, he convinced us to continue with a leader such as that. No part of the world a politician will make that statement and have great support from the people that need help. This is why the communities and them are so badly run down, because of the blind loyalty to the party. And this Baptiste, good night to you, mother. If you are listening, you take your call. We have your back. We will defend you because everything is going on. We realize in the PNM, once you're black like me and a black like how Hines and them looking, you have no defense from the leader of the PNM. And this is a serious thing in Trinidad and Tobago. And to the machinery, I heard the brother outside there spoke about the machinery for the general election. I don't know if he was around in the machinery in 2010. The machinery in 2010 that beat the PNM, they never use it again. And I'm telling you, we are going to use it this time. I will campaign for free, because if I campaign for free, my country will get opportunities. And this is what we activists must look at. When you change a government, you have to change a government for opportunities for the downtrodden and the poor. You don't change government to keep the rich richer. That is what Dr. Rowley did to us. That is what the late Patrick Manning told us as a people. Don't take God out our thought and elect this man as a leader. Look what Dr. Rowley did to Trinidad and Tobago today. Today, Stuart Young have no right to be no prime minister here. Acting or even jamming up near to our prime minister. For that matter, he's supposed to be out of parliament. And to the people who vote for Stuart Young, you all are so wicked to all yourself. Look what's going on with your constituency. Look what's going on with St. Anne's. Look what's going on in Belmont. Eh? Look at, for instance, Fitzgerald Hines. Fitzgerald Hines can't go Laventille normal again. You have to go with the ultra police with a long machine gun. Why you all bring the community to that? And fighting to stay in office. But I will tell you what the big fight is about. The big fight is about a statement came from the opposition when the opposition realized contractors who get a state contract are dropping material on Balize House Foundation, and they have donation of this one and that one give to the Balize House, and they let the PNM know if they return to office and they do an audit into how Balize House built so big and where you all get that money. And if they cannot give a proper account for that money, they are going to turn over that building to the state. And it is only fair, because we need that space right now, because Wall Street, as we speak, the capital of Port of Spain is so dead for the past week. People hardly moving about. The place scanty. The only thing you're seeing plentiful is the street dwellers and the vagrants and them busting a bag. So once we get rid of the PNM, we will take one of the floors in the Balize House and turn it into a homeless shelter for the homeless who was downtrodden and suffer under the PNM for decades. And right now, the St. Anne's Hospital is decaying and mashing up. We could use a next floor for extension of the St. Anne's wards and them. We have policies in place now to take away things from these people. You can't come here and close down Petrotrain, remove Malcolm Jones, and we getting back money. And you calling national radio and trying to justify. I hear one talking about Anil Roberts and talking about Kamala Prasad. All that had to be crazy. Look at the issues that we could destroy here.
Brother, we had to go for the break. We had to go for the break.
Hello?
We had to go for the break. Go ahead,
brother. Blessed night to you all.
Yeah, man. Bless. Yeah, man.
Thank you, reporter.
Second stage. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We're going to go for the break and we'll be right back. Don't go.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Back with you. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Let's take this call. Miss Atlanta, welcome.
Good evening, Wall Street.
Yes, good evening.
I just wanted to tell the last caller that Balize House belongs to the PNM, the PNM party. It has nothing to do with the government. Balize House is PNM. You know, when he said that to put a floor in the belongs to so and so, because they will still be in office, or they will still be using their Balize House as usual. They might be in opposition, so they can't just give up what they own. You understand?
Okay, yeah, I understand. But he go
Hello?
take one of the floors and turn it into a homeless shelter.
Hello?
He said he go take one of the floors and turn it into a homeless shelter.
Yes, I'm saying he can't do that. None of us. That is Balize's house. That is PNM. Nothing to do with the government of Trinidad and Tobago. That is PNM house then. That is like your house. That is their house.
Oh, PNM is for the people.
Remember, it's their money. Hello?
PNM is for the people. PNM is for the people.
No. Yes, that is their house. If it's for the people. How I mean PNM is for the people? So what the opposition for?
No, they're supposed to take a floor and make it into a homeless shelter. You go do that with no problem.
Wall Street?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. No, I was just making up, just correcting that thing there about the house. Remember, we can't do anything about that. We could do other things, take what other things that the guy is saying and do what you want to do, you know, in the government. What is government? In other words, but the people's own that. What belongs to the people. But Balize House belongs to the, like how you say the red juice, how they drink the red juice on the under the red, and that's Bali. That is PNM.
No, but
it's different to the, huh?
But wouldn't it be nice if they take a floor and help the homeless people and them, and you know what I mean?
Right, but what I'm saying is we can't do that. It would be nice if the whole of whatever you want to give it to once or whatever. But what I'm saying is, all right, it come like the UNC has their headquarters or their own or their home. Balize belongs to the PNM. It has nothing to do, even if they're out of wherever they are, that's their home. To do their strategize or to fight election. Remember, when they become, and it's just that, you know, they won elections, so what they call it, Dr. Rowley is the prime minister, but it's not his, you know what I mean?
You know,
that home's, hello?
No, go ahead, I'm listening.
Yes, because I just wondering what you were saying. I don't know if I'm wrong.
No.
Sorry, because
you're on the right path.
Yes, because what you were saying, what they will take that and do that, take other things, you know, what the government waste, and because that is our own. You know, if you want to take whatever and do whoever comes there, you know, do that. But that the Palisades belongs to the PNM. That's all I'm just saying.
All right. Thanks, Mr. Atlanta. Thank you. Caller, welcome. Mr. Intellectual, welcome.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Hello?
Yeah, we listening to you, Mr. Intellectual. Go ahead.
Okay, good night, everyone.
Good night.
I hear a guy talking about Karaili and things that it have times that you have to eat Karaili. Is he referring to that you must, because what the government handing to us, no matter how bitter it is, we have to swallow that?
I don't know.
I am in amazement, you know, how some people could actually think that you must stomach the filth that is fed to us, and that we must accept it. I mean to say, some people had to be sick. Another thing is, if he's a supporter of the PNM, I could understand why. Even if he claims that he is not, I could still understand why. Take, for instance, he boasted that he was a drug lord before, right? Now he changed. He see Jesus. But if he changed and he see Jesus, and he's still willing to take that bitter pill from the outside there, then he ain't changed yet. Okay. And he still had to seek God to figure out if he really following Jesus. Because anybody that opposes wickedness cannot in no lifetime tell me that they're following God. Ain't no way in this life a man could claim that he loved God, that he finds Jesus, and he's still condoning the wickedness that taking place in this country, and claim that he wants to see change, but yet he's supporting the wickedness that's going on in this country.
And not only that, Mr. Intellectual, but he wants to continue with that wickedness. You understand? He wants to continue with that wickedness.
Bro, it's really difficult for me to understand people using God's name to justify their position to support wickedness.
Correct. Yep.
This is what it is I can understand. Yep. You could do what you want, you know. You could believe what you want. I don't have a problem with that. My problem is when you hear you call, when you put God in the middle line.
And Mr. Intellectual, and the thing about it too, the man is a liar. He lies a lot. He lies. You understand? And that is
not the same fella. That's not the same fella who claimed that he does keep the commandments of God and that he does follow God.
Yeah, he does. You follow all kind of thing. The man bring up a story just now there about phones, and I wasn't speaking about him. Tommy, is that correct?
Sure.
I wasn't speaking about him, but
the phone discussion was concerning
Mean Gene.
Gene.
Yeah, Julian. We always had that discussion here, but he's so not listening. He's so listening with PNM ears. Instead of him having one red left earplugs, he knows how earplugs in his nose and earplugs in his ears. So he's smelling right and he's not hearing right.
Look, I just needed to say this, right?
Yeah.
Anybody who could support a party that allows people to be using obscene language in a forum, in a court, the highest court of our land.
Yes.
Right? And have these degrading language towards women, right? And call themselves men of God and support these kind of things and validate it and try to bring in other people to fit their ideology about God. It sickens me, man. How they could do that? I was watching at the chat there and I was wondering if these people really pay attention to the parliament and the things that took place in the parliament and what transpired that caused these people and them to say to retaliate against the authorities in the sense of make statements. And it wasn't derogatory statements. It was speaking the truth to power. They can accept that. But they would want to point their fingers at people. Yet for all, they cannot prove nothing that they are saying. Down to the Section 34 matter, which they supported. And afterwards, when they realized The thing that they found a way to slip and make the government look bad. They took action. You understand? Now they are saying that what the government is doing at present is acceptable. They can't go against that. There's nothing wrong in that. It's all right if a man cuss in the parliament. It's all right if a man use obscene language and defamatory language and call people names, right? Homophobic names and stuff like that. And then it's okay.
And be defended.
So the PNM have no moral authority to point the fingers at anybody at any point in time if they say anything again. Because the same person who do that, they make them prime minister.
Yep. There you go. Thank you, man.
Imagine that. A man could cuss in the parliament, call people all kind of homophobic name, and become prime minister.
A few days later, he's the prime minister. A few days later, he's the acting prime minister. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all right. Once it's a PNM, you could do them kind of thing, and you'll get promoted. Like you go and you kidnap somebody from Barbados, you get promoted to assistant super or whatever position they get them. You understand? Top position, you know. So I don't see any reason for we to start beating up ourselves and thinking that anything could come out at the PNM again. If anybody had an inclination of supporting that party, hard luck. You understand?
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot.
You gotta be a wicked person now. Wicked to yourself, to your family, to your neighborhood, to your nation, if you support that party.
Correct.
I am taking that position as from today. I always look at things in a balanced way, but as from today, you could call me balance.
Thanks a lot, man. Thank you, Mr. Intellectual. Yeah, man. Let me play some voice notes. Tommy? Let me see. I have a voice note here. Let me go back. Voice note. Yeah. Hold on, huh?
That is Nylon Hippolyta pleading for help. Pleading for help. And I abandon him. Take down that picture and pop this picture. This is the real state. This is how he was the last few weeks of his life.
Former MP diagnosed with rare cancer seeks urgent help. Let's see this one here.
Wall Street, I feel you need to put a updated picture of Jennifer, because Jennifer is looking so now. That is a picture you put up about 30 years ago. Put a recent picture and an updated picture now. She go look like Miss Tuna Puna.
COP, boy. Oh God. COP, leave Jennifer Baptiste-Primus alone. Let me see here. Oh God, this man sending message after message, boy. Let me see, Tommy. Oh God.
Come on.
What they call you? Reporter or something like that? Del boy? Hold on, eh? I'm gonna go and get a spoon of salt. Hold on. Unfortunately, in our structure, it's too much of what I could get. What I could get. And you see, once I can't get, man, I'm gonna make mayhem. I'm gonna make mad because I deserve to get. Because I black like them, or I white like them, or I red like them. I deserve to get. Look, I working hard. Look how much jersey I give out, or look how much flag I wave. That is part of our culture. All right? And I am not too sure that it is a one color thing. Okay? And I know, Kingsley, I believe you're prepared because you are one of those who swing so, you swing back so. One of those what they call PIP. Yeah, we have a few of them. PIP. They always support PIP. They're telling you, me no UNC, me no PNM, me no NAT, me no NFR, me no KDT, me no... But they are PIP, party in power. Yeah, once they could get, you're going to hear my voice. You're going to see me down the road. I'm going to be on the front line. Once I could get. But you take the American man to tell us, don't ask what my country could do for me. Ask what I could do for my country. Yeah?
Mr. Florida, welcome.
Hey, sorry, Mr. Anselm. Good night, Mr. Anselm. Good night, Mr. Tommy. Good night, all the callers, all the texters, everybody. So, Mr. Anselm and Mr. Tommy, why it have so much personality? We just be worried about personalities like Kingsley and Gordon and all of them. Why we worry about them? Them don't have the keys to the treasury.
Mm-hmm.
We reach a critical time in the country here now. The year almost done. Next year's election. What we have to do now is remind the population who want to learn and who don't want to learn. You know, it had the PNM that had the country, and you leave them, but you have to keep reminding the population of the wrongdoing, the sufferation, how much children not be able to go to school, the education level failing, the crime rate, the police service, helping poor citizens with the finances of the country. You see, God will come and God will talk all kind of charades, but he will never have a point. Now, Primus say, she agree to have the elections. But where was she integrity all the time when all this nonsense taking place? When she looking at she neighbors and she people who she grew up with suffering, to have food on the table, who are parents that are going, especially mothers that are going to steal food and books, how to sell their body. Where was they all the time? Miss Anselm, I always remember back in the day where I grew up. I grew up in Marabella. It had the train line and it had other people.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, all the people who had nice houses and who was living an alright life and who was living good lives, they wasn't worried about their neighbors, living in shacks, They never used to stand up for them, So now we reach a point in Trinidad where the cost of living gets so high. We expecting this PNM government to change the culture, not giving the people and helping the finances and the family. And yet still, they will come and defend. And they're looking at their neighbors and they're looking at people who they grew up with and looking at family who do have food to put on the table. And they will turn a blind eye to that. So I don't believe in personalities no more. Election too close and it's time for we to dip your finger because I know I coming home and I coming home to vote for UNC because this PNM government feel we. It feel. So I look on listening to sounds by Mr. Tommy.
Bless. Yes. Tommy,
Mm-hmm.
I want you all to listen to Philip Edward Alexander.
Right.
Listen to Philip. I just pick and choose. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just pick and choose. But Philip makes some excellent points. And I want you all to listen to this, especially Gordon Joseph, Patricia Reed, PNM Fox, Big George. Yeah, Big George, you had to listen to. Ambrosie. Yeah, you too. And who's the other one coming the other day, boy? Altia? Is Altia Tommy? Yeah, I think she too. Take a listen.
Yeah, Altia.
So Rowley the dog whistle champion at it again, trying to divide black Trinbagonians from the rest of society. And I really want to call him out on this because the Equal Opportunities Commission, not, and that is the job, that is the work. But when you appoint PNM people in charge of all these state organizations, you could do nonsense and get away with it. Rocky Point, Christopher Columbus, and now the murder in Moruga. I want to show Keith Rowley something. In Trinidad and Tobago, every creed and race is supposed to find an equal place. Hear what you're doing. You're telling the people who fighting for the environment in Rocky Point from your 1% finances, you're calling them trust fund children. And you tell black Tobagonians, it's trust fund children want to go and surf in the ocean and blocking you getting work to build wherever they're going to build in Rocky Point and work. When Eric Williams became Prime Minister, he said, Massa, they done. No longer will African children be hewers of wood and drawers of water. But under the PNM, Trinidadians, Afro-Trinidadians have been reduced to the bottom rung of society. So when Keith Rowley tell them about the trust fund children, I tell Keith Rowley, every single person in this country that have a trust fund, get it from Trinidad. They get it from Trinidad dollars. They get it from Trinidad taxpayers' dollars. They get it from oil and gas. They get it from corruption. They get it from government contracts. So why you don't tell these black Tobagonians where their trust fund? I tell them that. Why don't you explain to them the $3 trillion that passed through this country like a dose of salt? How come they ain't get no trust fund? When you want to talk about Columbus, like Columbus brings slaves to Trinidad. You want to move Columbus ship and your dog whistling them. Columbus never bring no slaves. The British brought slaves. Why don't deal with the Queen? Why don't deal with the King? Why don't deal with the monarchy? Why don't take this fight to Britain and the good ship Jesus that moved the slaves to the West Indies and the Caribbean? Why don't deal with that? You know to fool people because that PNN education that you're sitting these little Afro-Trinidadians in to keep them dumbed down on the bottom rung of society to be slaves to the elites so that they will work for minimum wage. Why do you explain to them why St. Andrew's School and Donruss School cost the same money that all these little PNM, whatever you call these schools you're sending these children to that failing? How come Donruss and St. Andrews succeeded? Why you don't tell them that there is something that allows at SEA for the prestige schools to pick who comes in? Forget the SCA. The SCA is just a distraction. It's a fool them. Why do you explain them? You want to make Black Lives Matter in Trinidad? Keith Rowley, let me show you how you make Black Lives Matter. If you were really serious, if you wanted Black Lives to matter, and I want every PNM talking head who like to ride for me, ride for this, you know. Let me tell you how you make Black Lives Matter, Keith Rowley. You fix the schools. You go down by Fatima College and Mokorapo and you find out why across 16 feet of pitch, Mokorapo fail and Fatima is a prestige school. Find out why and fix it. Because there's little black children coming out of Mokorapo failing with nothing to do with their lives. That ending up as hewers of wood and drawers of water, suffering hustlers and ending up in gangs and committing crime and dying young. Go and find out the difference between Fatima and Mokorapo and see if it is not the PNM education. Level the education play field. Go in the banks and find out when Afro-Trinidadians come for loans to start businesses and credit to float their businesses. Find out how come they can't get money, but other people in society could find money to open 120 stores in 10 years. Do that. Level that play field. You want to make Afro-Trinidadians feel that you think Black Lives Matter to you. For Black Lives to matter in Trinidad and Tobago, you need to treat with the borders of Trinidad and Tobago. You and every Minister of National Security need to answer as to why this little 2x4 postage stamp country have drugs and guns flowing through it to make people like these little failed children that coming out of your failed education system into gangsters. Explain to them why in a country that have 50,000 law enforcement personnel, you can't stop 100 members of a gang. Tell them why you can't deal with that. Tell them why we can't rent some helicopters for the money. We're paying Johnny Sukaran family to rent buildings we don't use. Tell them they have helicopters now in America with ground penetrating radar that you could find the button in somebody's pocket. Tell them that. Tell them why we're not doing those things. Tell them why our Coast Guard park up 24/7 and you're not dealing with nobody to stop the flow of guns and drugs into the country over the open borders. Tell them why, even though the Customs and Excise told the Joint Select Committee that containers coming through the country free sheet, nobody checking, nobody examining because there are no staff and the place set up bad, it's set up to fail, like the education system. Go and tell all these Afro-Trinidadians that your dog whistling. Go and tell them why their lives failing. Go and tell them why Dupre and Jack Warner get pressure, but none of the other businesses in this country who built empires on money laundering and very suspicious activities never feel the pressure that the two biggest black businessmen in this country face. Tell them Lawrence Dupre and his family built a business that was bigger than every empire put together. Massey Sabga, all of them. You shut down, or you shut down Dupre, and Dupre business still in receivership makes so much money. PNM looting it. Go and explain that to Afro-Trinidadians. When you're telling them Black Lives Matter, tell them the reality of what really going on in Rocky Point. Tell them the reality of how you're disposing of national assets to your elites and your finances. And then tell them when they have nothing to give their children, tell them when property tax come and remove the opportunity for them to create generational wealth so the children can get a start in life. Explain that to them and then tell them why you believe Black Lives Matter.
Tommy, I want to do this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Caller, hold on, caller. I will take that call just now. Reporter, call back. I want to play this. I want to do this. I don't want to miss this. Reporter, hold on. If I call, I'm gonna play this first. And then I want to play this.
She's going to be singing Plight of My People. Make some noise for Lady Gypsy.
No plight of my people. Too much a one thing good for nothing. Too much a good thing never enough. I don't know why my black people cannot see. No party never care about we. Every election we so devoted. How we love up we PNM. As soon as election come and go, it's only problem after problem. How could we cope? Man lost the hope. I ain't seeing no solution. Every time PNM come in power, it takes a toll on black man. I don't want to sound like a racist, but this is what I can see. They just take care of the race, but they damn well know they have we. I want to ring my bell, wake up Eric Williams, tell him the party found him PNM needed immediate attention. Ring my bell, wake up Mother Cornhucks, tell she to cast a spell on we party, not what it used to be. I ring my bell.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget Shelly Live, folks. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and X. Subscribe. WZYE TV and YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. Text and voice notes are also welcome.
Tommy, here is the question, huh? Yeah, KFC.
KFC. Oh, Mr. Washington and Uncle Tommy.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Washington, play that thing by Philip Alexander. That thing there. My pause razor. And he's a man, he don't come out and talk, because he up there.
Yeah. Telling me. When I listen to that,
you don't know.
I say, we.
You don't.
Yeah, you must speak a lot of sometimes it's true. Probably because you don't know the mafia either you either 1%.
Yeah, you know.
And you don't know is the mafia running this government right now.
No.
And so you see, you bring up Dupre.
Yeah, Dupre, them fellas
Black
and them
people,
Dupre
they pull
companies
long Dupre.
still making
Yeah.
billions of dollars. Billions. I could tell all of that. But you see people like Gordon Joseph and Patricia Reed and Fox Islam and them don't want to hold the PNM accountable. That PNM just liquidating the assets to the 1%. You know.
Is them so Wall Street is them so them doesn't stand up for the black brothers and sisters, so them pull long black people, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Them is evil, wicked people, boy. And the government can sort out the assets for Dupre thing, right?
Yep.
The shares.
Yep. They're going to sell out everything, liquidate everything. Everything. Right? But
Dupre could be a black 1% in this country, right?
But listen. The last black conglomerate we had in Trinidad and Tobago was CL Financial.
Mm.
And the PNM bailed them out and let them sink. In this country here, when the government bail out a company, right? They let the company sink, right? Eventually, right? The owners could get back the company, right? But not in Trinidad and Tobago. Them don't want no black conglomerate. Them fellas don't want that. Them want NCB Global with Stuart Young brother and them. That's what they want.
Yeah. Or flip Stuart Young brother and them, or flip Faris Awari and them. They don't flip in the black brothers and sisters at all.
That's what I'm doing. Well, not them.
But
Prime
Mr. Wall Street, I hear tonight, on the news, Senator Wayne Mark talking about with the bidding of the oil refinery and all journal bid out. I hear he passed through the front and you going through the back.
Yeah.
Like, you hear about that story?
No, I hear about that. One.
Yeah, there are two people like on the board for Journal family. All PNM person we can't even tell one black brothers and sisters, but they don't stand for nothing in this country. We couldn't stand up for now. Short, small pin.
Yep, that's what it's standing up for. Stuart Young.
I watch it very sad, but hey, doctor, listening, man.
Bless. Yeah, reporter. Reporter. You're inside.
Inside?
Yeah, you're inside.
Okay, I want to clear up something with the lady who talk about the PNM Balize house. Lady, I don't want you to misunderstood what I said, but I'm going to give you it from the beginning. Now, that Balize house, that is PNM Balize house, but there's pictures of contractors who have in state contract dropping material on that site. That is a conflict of interest. Once the contractor gets in state contract, they have no right to be dropping no material on the political party building. That is conflict of interest. That is misbehavior in public office. That is on that grounds you will hear the building, if they cannot give account for how the building gets so big, right? If they cannot give account for that, they're going to turn it over to the state. Remember, it's just not go and take Balize house. There's record where contractors listen properly. We know about Koki Eye. We don't know about Koki Ears, but listen properly. I always say, and I always try to put it in your ears, that the contractors that get in state contract have no right to be helping the Balize house reach to how it is. And the PNM is guilty of that. That is the PNM biggest fight right now, to stay in office, just not to lose Balize house. But they will, and we have plans for that area because of the poverty that Dr. Rowley allowed this country to reach in the last 9 years. It is only fair to put the homeless there. And some of the crazy people who take on the PNM stress, put them there too. Good night, Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you, man. I want you guys to listen to this, right? People that say there's no corruption in the PNM, right? No corruption, there's nothing. But the Office of Procurement Regulation have terminated a $15.1 million Valsen Bridge contract. Yeah? Listen to this. Listen to this. Move out even there, you go like this one. Well, listen to this one. Listen carefully.
The Office of Procurement OPR terminates $15.1 million Valsane Bridge contract. Regulation, OPR, has ordered the National Insurance Property Development Company Ltd, NIPDEC, to terminate the multi-million-dollar contract for the Ministry of Works and Transport's Valsane Avenue Bridge. The order was made on October 18th by an OPR tribunal comprising Sparkle Kirk-Selman as chairman and David Charlery and Herdis Leachy. NIPDEC was ordered to terminate the contract with immediate effect for contravening the Public Procurement and Disposal of Public Property Act by using evaluation criteria not disclosed to proponents in the evaluation of the technical proposals submitted for the project. The challenge before the OPR was initiated by a contractor call company. The tribunal had previously suspended the award of the contract to Marriage Hill General Contractors Company Ltd until Colco's challenge of the procurement process was determined. In its challenge, on September 19th, Colco asked the OPR to review the award of a contract for the Valsane Avenue Bridge reconstruction and associated works undertaken by the Ministry's Project Management Unit under the Program for Upgrading Roads Efficiency, PURE. NIPDEC awarded the $15.1 million contract to Marriage Hill on September 9th. However, in its challenge, Colco Ltd alleged tender rules were not observed and NIPDEC did not properly, fairly, competently, and lawfully assess its technical bid. It also contended the award of the contract was not done following good procurement practices. In June, NIPDEC invited tenders for the project and 9 companies submitted bids, but one did not submit valid compliance certificates. Documents showed that Colco's bid was the second lowest at $13,213,752.75. Other unsuccessful bidders included Junior Sammy Contractors and Lutschmiesing Transport Contractors Ltd. NIPDEC indicated that Colco failed the technical approach, methodology, and program of execution of works. It further stated that the firm provided generic information related to the key components of the works. Information regarding shoring, demolition of the existing bridge, construction of the abutment base and other area of the scope such as installation of drainage layer behind abutment and retaining wall, structural backfill behind abutment and retaining wall, and erosion control measures was either vague or not mentioned, NIPDEC said. While the minimum score for this category was 34 points, NIPDEC said Colco scored 27.75, while Marriage Hill scored 90.5 points out of 100 in the technical/financial evaluation. However, Colco contends that NIPDEC's decision to fail them was not properly explained and or particularized, and its assessment of the company's technical approach is subjective, erroneous, unlawful, and not in keeping with the obligations expressed and or implied under the tender obligations. Colco further claimed that NIPDEC did not reasonably seek clarification on the purported vagueness or anything being generic under Section 33 of the Public Procurement Regulations. Colco was represented by attorneys Keel Takbal Singh, Stefan Ramkasoon, and Karuna Marriage.
Tommy, so let me read something. Let me read something here. NIPDEC is not a state-owned enterprise. It is a wholly owned subsidiary of National Insurance Board of Trinidad and Tobago. Listen to this. While it operates as a private limited liability company, its major client is the government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago through various governmental ministries and state agencies. You hear that, Tommy?
Yep.
You hear that? Let me repeat that. While it operates as a private limited liability corporation, its major client is the government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago through various governmental ministries and state agencies. And people want to talk about no corruption. No, no corruption. None. Fox, no corruption. None. Yeah? Yeah, Mr. Florida.
Yeah, good evening again, Mr. Answer, Mr. Tommy. Mr. Tommy, the OPR do this, right? But this is a strategy that's be happening closer to election. All these establishments are fighting faults. But $15 million are dropping in the bucket. Why the OPR those stop contract with $500 million?
Well, they just put in place, you know. They just get in place.
Why do they stop $1 billion contract when we know it corrupted? This 50 million, you know where this come like Mr. Ansim? I am on transporting drugs. And I have $500 million worth of drugs. And I drop off 10 million worth of drugs in the ocean, lay float in the shore, and then the rest go passing through. I don't believe none of them. The day this could stop $1 billion project, then I go say they have integrity. Look on this, Mr. Ansim, at all.
Tommy boy, seriously, sometimes I don't know what to say, because what we have is, and people just ask, well, Wall Street, why do you talk? And let me say this, Tommy. Let me say this, The statistics show that under Kamala Prasad Bissessa, black people was prospering between 2010 2015. I want Gordon, Joseph, Patricia Reed, P&M Fox, and them to deny that. Deny that. Bring all the statistics and deny that. Hello, Miss Atlanta.
Yes, I'm listening to you. Yes, Wall Street. I just wanted to thank, I don't know the person who called
reporter
earlier on and talked about the Palisade House.
Yeah,
it is not, it is not right. But what I was saying, it is Palisade House now. So when it is state owned, when they get all their whatever and it turned it over to the state, then it will be the states. This belong to the state. But I was just going off as it is now. You know, because now it is. But what is the meaning of NIPDEC? You were speaking about NIPDEC. You were reading something.
Hold on, let me see if I still have it here. NIPDEC is
what is the acronym? What is the
NIPDEC?
What's the meaning of NIP?
Hold on, let me see what it is. Hold on, I have it. National Insurance Property Development Company Limited. National Insurance Property Development Company
Right,
Limited.
But anything national, isn't it? So why is it called national? What I have, if you said it's not, to me, I was hearing that you said they just have something in it. What is the meaning of NIPDEC? You didn't say it's national. You didn't say it belongs to the nation.
No, I didn't. I didn't read that part at the beginning. NIPDEC.
Right, but
NIPDEC, or the National Insurance Property Development Company Limited, is a professional service organization in Trinidad and Tobago. It is a wholly owned subsidiary of the National Insurance Board of Trinidad and Tobago. NIPDEC offers, yeah, it offers a wide range of services.
Right, because I know it has national, so it should belong to the nation. The nation owned.
Yeah, the PNM has something.
Unless I'm mistaken. Hello?
The PNM has something to do with it. Yeah.
Yes, I don't know what. Remember, it always have corruption on them. They say. That's I always say I like your program because you all come with facts. Because a lot of us speak as them say, they say. You know what I mean? And that's why I always say I may be wrong. Yeah. Correct me if I'm right. If I'm wrong.
We like facts. We like facts. We know like
I like your facts, and your program is always based on facts. I can't take we go into a coulda, woulda, shoulda. I just can't take that. But good program.
Thank you. Yeah, we don't encourage. We Tommy, we here. We always say that. Okay, Robert says, "Good night, Mr. Wall Street. African people prospered under Kamala, but remember, she did not have to deal with COVID." Robert, I don't understand. I think Robert, after the first sentence, you could have stopped right there. Good night, Mr. Wall Street. African people prospered under Kamala. I think he could have stopped there. But listen, I want PNM people to come and debate that black people prospering more under Prime Minister Rowley than they prospered under Kamala Persad-Bissessar. Let me put it on the table, Tommy. Let me put it on the table and let me discuss it. Because they always want to talk about 2000. All right, let me go back now. Let me compare. Let me make a comparison. What they don't know already, I had the numbers, you know. I had the numbers. And I want you all to come now. Gordon Joseph, Patricia Reed, PNM Fox, put the statistics that showed that between 2015 to 2024, and I'm being very specific here, all right? Black people prospered under Prime Minister Rowley regime. They prospered better under the Prime Minister Rowley regime than under Kamala Persad-Bissessar. I want all you all to put the facts, put the statistics there. That's it. You understand? Because I already had the facts. Yeah? Elizabeth Williams, welcome. Every time you say that, you should say, but I did not vote for her, and you and I know why. He. Okay. What does that have to do with black people living below the poverty line? What does that have to do with the facts? Give me the facts. If your people, Gordon Joseph, well, no, you say you don't deal with black. You don't deal with black. Sorry, you don't deal with black. So I can't have that discussion with you because since you don't deal with blacks, all right, sorry. I can't have that discussion. But anyway, Tommy, the thing about it is this, that we have to understand we are supporting a party that doesn't support us. The most dilapidated communities in Trinidad and Tobago are communities of the PNM. And this is not just today or yesterday or the day before that or last year, right? It has been in existence forever. And it has gotten worse. And some of us are happy with that. I have one more video to play. Let me play this video here before we go. One more video. Nobody from them might be upset with this video here because my partner in this boy told me.
Which partner?
Two partners in this, you know. Two PNM partners.
LSA hands over.
I mean, what? I'm in trouble for this one. They know we speak truth to power, so.
That's all.
That's it. Elizabeth Williams, you are absolutely correct. 100%. You speak truth to power there. All right. This is the last video for the night, folks. Take a listen to this.
LSA hands over keys to residents in Jacob Hill. 9 residents of the Jacob Hill community in Wallerfield have received keys to new homes constructed by the Land Settlement Agency, LSA, following their relocation from state lands designated for the construction of a community recreation facility. The relocation clears the way for work to continue on the recreation facility, which forms part of a broader plan to upgrade infrastructure in the area for the benefit of all residents. The relocated residents have been moved to an area within Jacob Hill that features significantly improved roadway and drainage systems, in line with the infrastructural upgrades being implemented throughout the wider Wallerfield site. The homes, provided at no cost to the relocated families, were built using the methodology of the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development's Housing and Village Improvement Program. In addition to the upgraded infrastructure, the residents will be regularized under the LSA's tenancy program, ensuring them security of tenure in their new locations.
Tommy, so that's a good thing, right?
It sounds pretty good.
It sounds good. You think that is another election gimmick, or you think that is something that I'm just asking.
What's playing in the background?
I have a call online. Caller, welcome. Caller, welcome. Let's take this call. Caller, welcome. Caller, turn down
Will
your
you give an invitation?
Turn down your radio or your computer in the background, please.
All right, hold on. Yeah, you give an invitation and I am free as a bird. I have no difficulty in accepting your invitation. I don't have to pay. Well, I had to pay attention. So I am here. What is you want to debate, sir?
No, I'm waiting for the statistics that black people prospered better under Prime Minister Rowley for the last 9 years than under 5 years as Mrs. Kamala Prasad-Bissessar.
Okay. I am black. Hello?
Yeah, caller.
Am I black?
So you can't answer the question.
I am asking a question, but I will answer the question.
Well, whatever you want to consider yourself.
Well, it's not what I consider myself. You will class me as black,
no.
And I will class me as black. All right? And if you're asking about if I prosper or if I am better off, my answer to that is
Tommy,
the last 15 years.
Caller, can I stop you? Caller, it's a simple question. The question is
I'm
this.
giving you a simple answer.
But I'm not asking about you. I'm asking about...
But you're asking about black people, so I white?
Okay, caller, go ahead. Sorry, caller, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish.
Right. The last 15 years or so, my life has been going upper and upper and upper. And listen, that has very little to do with the governance. Okay? So yes, I am better off now than I was 15 years ago. It had nothing to do with UMC or PNM.
Okay,
okay, my children, my business,
thank you.
my
Leave
health.
it right there. Caller,
okay?
Leave it there. Thanks. Leave it there. Okay? Because if I ask a simple question and you want to run around Balize house and tiptoe around in your tulips and in your ballerina socks, ask a simple question. Simple question. And then he asks me if he's black. If I consider he black. Tommy, what is wrong with that fella in truth, boy? No, serious. He asking me if I consider he to be black. No, you ain't black, you're purple. You're a purple man from Mars. The man just like he like Prime Minister Rowley, boy. He have problem with his identity, Tommy. The man have a problem with his identity, you know. Where Dr. Claude Anderson says a race that's taught to hate itself and love the world will become its own oppressor. Let me repeat that. A race that's taught to hate itself and love the world will become its own oppressor. Tommy, he had to hate himself. He have to. He asking me if he black. Oh, Tommy, help me out here, boy. I'm going off on that. Better go upstairs and take a drink.
I hope it's water.
Nah. I bring back some rum from St. Lucia.
Ooh.
Hey, sweetheart, put some of that. Nah. Okay. Oh God. Well, Tommy boy.
Yeah, I see.
Cake boy, Tommy. The man exposed himself full 100, you know. Yeah, Mr. Florida.
Yeah, good evening. I get Mr. Answer, Mr. Tommy. You bring alcohol from St. Lucia, nice.
Yeah, boy.
But Mr. Hansen, you asked a simple question about overall. A general, like, right? He talking about himself. Mr. Hansen, we must always remember when you and Mr. Tommy was fighting for the people when it had the COVID to come back in the country and you was helping people in America here. I know you and Mr. Tommy help a lot of people from Trinidad who was still come here on vacation, who was here in America, or help a lot of them. You hear with the population back home, see?
Yeah.
And I go see a majority of them leave them there.
Yeah.
They was living on the streets and all kind of thing, in the shelters and all kind of thing, and they say leave them there. And all the rest of the Caribbean countries was bringing back home the people. So we expect Mr. Hansen. You actually, he talk about himself. You could see how selfish it is. That is the other game. Look on this, Mr. Hansen.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Put closing comments in the chat. I know, Tommy, you're trying to avoid this one, but boy, way, boy. That take me by surprise, boy. The man refused to cut himself up to be black, you know. Nah. Oh God. Oh God. So me, I'll get you. Bring that new reading glasses there for me. Folks, put closing comments in the chat. Okay. Okay, look, you have a voice note here. Put closing comments in the chat. Let me hear this one.
It was coming. I know it was coming. Sometimes say that is a good thing, that is a good thing. And then he ended up by saying election gimmick. Miss me, boy.
Oh God, Tommy, right? Oh God, Elizabeth Williams says Troops. Okay, call your song so illiterate. You're doing better. You have business and all that. What about the people who just living and suffering? Oh God. Fox, PLM Fox, how much time you go put that closing comment? About 10 times? I go read it. Your song so illiterate, you're doing better, you have business and all that. What about the people who just living and suffering under the nasty? Oh God, oh God, oh God. Disgust. Oh God. Lying, heartless, corrupt. Oh God, corrupt, money, greedy government. Oh God. SOS welcome. Trinidad is a cosmopolitan nation, so government should be for citizens throughout the country, regardless of economic, educational background. But PNM government only pretend to care for black voters. SOS, that is very true. All they care about is to get the votes, and that's it. Because most of them suffering peacefully. Yeah, I just say it. Who don't like it could lie down by it. Plain talk, bad manners. Sorry. Yeah? Let me hear what this someone had to say again. Oh God. Boy.
You know that same question I just be asking. That same question I just be asking. And you put out an invitation. You want to know if black people better off now than they were. A black man calling to tell you that he is better off, and you find that tiptoeing Balize wrong and ballerina and all this kind of doishness. You ask the question, and you get a response now. And when you get jammed, when you get hit for 6 now, you want to tell the empire.
But now I'm make up a call there. I am bloody. Hey man, take hold there.
KFC.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Was there have a blessed night.
Yeah, man.
It's so people. It's so you have a little small thing. So he ain't care about who don't have nothing now.
Thanks, man.
Hello?
Yeah, we're listening.
Yeah. That was going on in this country. That when people don't come out and protest or nothing, because them have, so them don't care about who don't have now. So that's what the government could do all them kind of thing in there. So I watch it very sad in this country. Have a blessed night until tomorrow.
Come on, bless. You know, it's interesting, Tommy. It's very interesting, eh? And that's why we are in the condition that we are in Trinidad and Tobago, especially the people that the 70 to 80% of people that look like us that vote for the PNM. Yeah? Vote for the PNM. That voted for the PNM. And at the end of the day, right? All the rest of people prospering and doing well, right? And when we ask for our share of the pie, we want handouts. Yeah? Me want no handout. Me want no handout from no government. Well, I just want to make sure that the black people get their proper share of the pie. What's wrong with that? Why should be over 300,000 or so black people living below the poverty line under our black prime minister who call himself the blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago? That's not my words. That's his words. Eh? Why is that? Why? And they should accept that? Because the PNM gave you a house back in 1910. You get an apartment in 1910, and you're supposed to be PNM till you're dead for the rest of your life. Yeah, all they take that. All they take that. You know, Tommy, sometimes it's best we pack up and go, man, Tommy, and leave the Trinidadian people alone, eh? Especially let me just pack up and leave them PNM people by themselves.
No, I keep I said something at the beginning of the show, which I still hold to, that the problems that Trinidad and Tobago is facing is the population or the citizenry hasn't grown. Yes, it's 62 years we're an independent nation, but we haven't matured when we should have matured somewhat.
I mean, I think I could just keep quiet, don't fight, stay in America, do my little trip, go wherever I have to go, me and my wife, my kids, and be happy, and leave them black people in Trinidad alone. Leave them, let them suffer peacefully. Leave them. Folks, we'll be right back. Stick on stage. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Tommy, I'm going to say this. We are back with you. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington. Tommy, I want to go out on a limb, and I will say that if Mrs. Kamala Persad-Bissessar come into power, you will see a difference from an economic perspective for those poor, black, disadvantaged people who suffering peacefully under Prime Minister Rowley. I'm going out on a limb. I'm going out on a limb and say that. Because she's more compassionate than Prime Minister Rowley.
Yeah. I wouldn't disagree with you as far as her compassion goes, because we can clearly see the attitude of the leadership that exists today. It's not one that is conducive to building, nation building, or should I say, personal citizen, or should I say citizens advancement generally, because he made it clear that he'll make the rich richer and they would help the poor, which is, we know that trickle-down theory didn't work and has never worked.
And Tommy, to add even to that, the man stand on a platform and said he will put 100 million into the urban communities in Trinidad and Tobago. And the PNM people talked about it for a week, and then that died on, and that is it for them. Next up. I mean, you're coming out there and you're lying. You're blatantly lying. And you know what? Them PNM people, they believe it. And once it died on, next.
After a gentleman like Patrick Manning, a compassionate gentleman like Patrick Manning, led the PNM, to deal with the leader today is a very bitter pill to swallow.
And he really and truly, he cares about what he cares about, right? And when he don't care about you, he don't care about you, because he's the de facto leader. He's the leader. But anyway, my closing quote: you don't have to control your thoughts. You just have to stop letting them control you. You don't have to control your thoughts. You just have to stop letting them control you. From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent. When talent does not work hard, and for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Go ahead, Tommy.
Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Like I always say, you, that man in the mirror, you have to become that change you want to see. However, if you look in that mirror and you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Be safe. See you tomorrow, Tuesday, God willing. Good night.
Thank you, Top.
You're welcome.
Okay. Okay. Just a closing comment here. Let me see this.
My closing comments. So you gotta be careful what you're asking. If you can't prepare yourself, if you can't handle the answer, okay? Because I can't call in and talk on behalf of people. I could only call in and talk on behalf of me. Because you say that X amount, that your experience. I don't know that. I don't know that. You say that that is your experience, that percent of people were better off under Kamala Prasad Bisesa. Okay, all right. So if that is the case now, then we vote for her. Did you vote for her? Did you vote for her? Every time you say that, you just put 2 foot in one mouth. Your mouth real big, you know. I must say that, eh? You understand? Because every time you say that, you should say, but I'm sorry I didn't vote for her, because maybe if you did vote for her, it just might be that she might have been in government still, all now, the front part of the government. But you did not vote for her because you know what plan you had. I don't have to go into details unless you want me to. Okay? You did not vote for her twice. Twice you had the opportunity, although she treat black people so good, according to you. Folks, have a better than good night, eh? And the beat goes on at the end of the day, at the beginning of the night. The people will decide, not me. Forget about me. But of course, I could talk about me because it's I who call in. What I wouldn't do is lie. Like a man say that I say, I'm a drug lord. I never said, but then it was rotten from the head, eh? So, good night.
Oh, gosh. You know what? You see why I call him going, Joseph? You see why? All right, let me get this next closing quote here. Let me see. So Atlanta says, until the lions learn to write, every story will glorify the hunter. Until the lions learns to write, every story will glorify the hunter. That's Miss Atlanta closing quote. Let me get Mr. Florida in here. Okay, here it is.
Hey, good night, Mr. Anselm. Good night, Mr. Tommy. Blessings to you guys. Blessings to your family. Blessings to all the callers, all the texters. Blessings to your family. You guys be safe. Mr. Anselm, when a society lose compassion and humility and understanding, we will become a failed state, and slowly but surely it will be destroyed. You people have a good night and be safe.
Thank you, man. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, that's it for voice. Okay, let me go to the chat. Uh, Gordon Maloney says, only God knows the future, sir. But black people may be remembering the only government that lock up so many blacks to keep the murder rate down. She should say sorry, and that she will not do it again. And then they may vote for her. Okay, good night to you, Elizabeth Williams. Hailey says, God hates evildoers, is neither world for them, ain't no forgiveness and saying for evil and saving for evildoers. Yet God is supporting evildoers and talking about it, he find God. God ain't never lost. P&M Fox says, Kamala has high moral values too. Read my closing comments. Here we go, read it. We read your dissertation. Rowley compassion under his feet is working on it. He's walking on it. He's also very hard. Heidi says, Anselm, you feel God out here trying to save evildoers? No, trying to understand wicked and evil people have to suffer. Oh God. Heidi closing comments. Whatever the outcome, know that God is the decision maker and understand the time to put your trust in God, fear God, and give God praise all day. Mr. Intellectual closing comment, ignorance is bliss, especially when they believe that they are full of wisdom. Okay? And here's the dissertation by P&M Fox. Closing comment. Warner claimed last week that Ram Narayan and several others were rewarded with high-profile position paid for by the state because of romantic and sexual relationship with the Prime Minister. Further, he alleges that the Prime Minister, the ultimate leader in the Westminster Mother, preyed on young women, and there's a sworn affidavit saying so. The Prime Minister said she referred the matter to her lawyers. Jack Warner joined Kamlaya for local election. To date, no laws. Boy, I don't understand how you asked to put a closing quote and put a little, end the day on a nice note now, man. All right, folks, that's it for the quote. So,
that definitely wasn't a quote you just read.
Who's that?
That was not a quote that you read.
Yeah, I mean, I know we asked for closing quotes, but
so since you didn't get a quote, you don't entertain it.
Oh, okay. I hear you. Well, I say closing comments too. So, if I say closing comment and you put a thesis, I ought to read it.
No, you didn't ask for a thesis. You asked for closing comment. That's not a closing comment.
That's a thesis. Lucky, another corrected. So, folks, we are out of. We see you tomorrow. Same WZYE time, same WZYE channel. We are out of here. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
This is oh Lord, Trinidad and Tobago. This is DJ Bravo. I'm hurting, This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up in parliament economy. But let the moderators in another body in a dream. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. And next road stain with somebody's sunburn. Who take the F out of Port of Spain? This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. Now with the love, with the vibes, with the hope. Now tell me something, how we really want we cope. When the children breathing in too much gun smoke. And the Coast Guard can never see a boat. You're sounding like some goats when they come looking for votes. Fit the empty promises, reading like a horoscope. Justice for sale in a fat envelope. Politically, all the answers is a joke. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up in parliament economy. But let the moderators in another body in a dream. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. And next road stain with somebody's sunburn. who take the S out of Port-of-Spain. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place.
It doesn't matter the religion, the color, the creed, or the race. It's our responsibility to take care of our place. Champion,